What again? How is everyone doing on this fan-fucking-tastic Friday chat? My God. Cheetah plays for the 20 gifteds before I even finish my damn intro. Yo, dub in the chat for that shit. Holy fuck. Thank you for the fucking 20 gifteds, Cheetah plays. Dub in the chat for that shit. Thank them if you got something. Thank you for the 20 gifteds. How are y'all today? Holy shit. We're doing a fucking React day today, chat. We're doing a charity stream today, chat. W-fucking-React/charity stream today. Let me read the subs and then we'll get into this. Tater Jambos, Charlie for the sub, King Mad, and yo, Cheetahs, thank you for the fucking subs, bro. The Big Stink, TTG, and Nate for the sub. Wheel, the actual Bilbo, Riffy, Joe Pupalosi, and Michael for the sub. Cheetah plays for the 55 fucking gifted subs. Dude, are you insane? 75 subs this fucking stream already by Cheetah Plays. What the fuck? If you got a sub from Cheetah Plays, 75 fucking people did. Thank them. And thank you for the fucking 75 gifted Cheetah Plays. I appreciate the fucking subs there, man. Oh my God. Holy shit. You didn't need to do that, but thank you. God damn. This Ints for the sub, Decky for the 5. Gotta go to lacrosse practice later. Won't be around. Trinity for the sub. Eric for the 1,000 biddies. Today's my birthday. I'm 17. Happy birthday. Cheetah, thank you for the fucking subs. And Tater, I already read that for the sub. Oh, Gavin for the 3. Skibbity, Ohio, Rizzler. Not reading the rest of that. All right. Anyways, chat. Today's a React Day / charity stream. Before we get into the fucking stream, I want to mention this. If you planned on sending bits or a fucking, like, dono with TTS today, send that to NAACP, right? Exclamation point N, 2 A's, CP, and it will link you to NAACP. They are a charity organization that helps dismantle structural racism against black people. They help put black people in political positions to help change legislature and all of this other shit. I wanted to do something for Black History Month. I was recommended this charity stream, or not charity stream, this charity. And so we're running with that. Looked into it for a bit. W them. And so we're going to be doing that today. We have $2,000 goal. Whether or not we hit it, I don't know. Whatever we raise, though, I will be happy with, obviously. We have a few goals here. It's just paused on me right there. We have a few goals here, milestones that we could reach. $500, I'll do a mini shield. At $1,000, I will shotgun a liquid death. Last time we did this, it went very poorly. This time, you know, if we hit that goal, hopefully it won't be as bad. 1,500 extra YouTube video for the week. And, you know, that's all I did this time. Normally, who the fuck already sent $100? Hold on, I'll read that in a second. But yeah, if you planned on sending something today, instead of sending money to me, send it to them. A lot of people end up sending me bits anyway and just saying, I don't know how to do this. Can you just, don't do that, right? Before you, I already know somebody's buying bits right now to send them to me and say, oh, can you just donate this for me? Don't do that, right? Yes, I will, but the reason I don't want you to do that and the reason I'm making fun of you is because then you're just giving money to Amazon by fucking buying bits, right? Or even PayPal. Like, if you're fucking using your credit card to send a dono, it's cutting a percentage to these corporations rather than just giving 100% of the money like Tiltify does to these charities. So I'm trying to, you know, get the most bang for your buck in the sense of donate to the charity directly, and then I'll read it instead of fucking buying bits. It makes no sense. When people say they don't know how to do it, dude, it accepts PayPal, credit card, debit card, all that shit, just like Twitch does. So yeah, go through that. I'll read these. I see a lot of donos coming in. Let me read these real quick. And if you want to know more, there's also an about section. I wrote some of this up. This is what NAACP has on their own Tiltify page. I just do like a short description to fucking kind of give you the spiel of what they do. But then you could look at their website through this campaign. You can fucking look at all their stuff. And yeah. All right. Sasuke for the sub. Leland for the 3 to NAACP. First time donating anyways. You look like Duffman from The Simpsons. Not Dominic for the sub. Mr. Krabs for the 3. Went from 11 followers today to 1.4K. That's a dub. It's Cass for the 5 to NAACP. NAACP, take my money. Lotus for the 50 to the goddamn charity. Thank you for the $50 down to the fucking charity. Dump in the chat for that, Lotus. Hip hip hooray. You're obviously one of my favorite streamers. I had the pleasure of watching. Thank you for everything I do. You do. I appreciate you. Thank you. Cody for the 3. Can I get unbanned? Dude, your Dono ID is not the same as your Twitch fucking user, dude. Your name's Cody Morris, and I fucking usered that, and that's not what you don't have a Twitch user. I don't know what your Twitch user is. I had a hiccup in chat, missed being a part of it. Well, you gotta let me know your user to even look at your fucking username. Dr. Death for the 5. My dad's going to be my best. My dad is going bad. My best friend said he would shoot up my school, and now my school is now the news. Please look up. Jesus Christ. Dude, what are you saying? Look up Spring Ridge Middle School shooting in Baynet. You gotta type out the message better. But yes, I will look up that. The amount of school shootings in the fucking United States is a problem. If we're just being real. We've already fucking spoken about that 1,000 times. Threats of potential gun violence. I mean, yeah, dude, there's fucking... whether or not that's real, I don't know. You probably know the situation better than me. But, I mean, even when I was in high school, there was a kid that threatened to shoot up my school. And we had a whole fucking lockdown about it. Dude, some people fucking joke about it, and they're fucking losers. And then there's people that actually do it, and those people are fucking bitches. And should be paralyzed. I have my own personal take that if you shoot up a school, they should break something in your spine, and then you can't move for the rest of your life. That is just my take. That's my personal take. Because why the fuck would you go into a school and kill people? What is wrong with you? Cody, thank you for the 3, though. Dr. Death for the 5. I'm sorry you're going through that, man. I hope everything's okay, though. Melloc for the fucking $100 dono to NAACP says, am I the first? Thank you for the fucking 100, Melloc. I think I'm saying your name right. Melloc? M-E-L-L-O-C-K. Thank you for the fucking $100 dono to the NAACP. Faritos for the 20 to NAACP. Anonymous for the 5. I want to say thank you for everything that you do. Something people can look forward to at the same time doing something nice for the community. Thank you. Thank you for the fucking $5 dono. And, dude, I'm glad that I could do these charity streams. I love doing them. I usually do 1 to 2 a month. February, I think we're only going to do this one just because it's a short month, and we already did one at the end of January. But in beginning of March, we're going to do one. Mr. Speed and something for the sub, Hyper Bubble for the sub. MK for the sub, Rye for the 10 to NAACP. First time in chat, never joined stream before. Deadass watch every single YouTube video. Process rewatching every video. You brought me out of a dark place. Can't thank you enough. I'm forever grateful for your advice. Big Daddy for the sub. Fucks for the 2,750 bits. Thank you for the biddies, and thank you for the nice message, Rye. Cody for the 3. I'm sorry, my user Stonefish. It's not Stonefish, buddy. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Cody, you're making me not want to fucking ban you, pal. Do you have numbers in your name? Do you have numbers in your name? If you just say your name's Stonefish, this is Stonefish. This is account. You don't even follow me. Is this you? Is this your fucking... What the fuck, dude? Come on. I don't know. What is your fucking username? You gotta give me your exact username, man. Gnome and Alpha for the sub. Yo, I'm sorry I'm getting mad, man, but damn. When motherfuckers ask me to unban them, they can't. You said 2 donos, and neither of them had your username. Yo phone for the 25 to NAACP. These streams helped me the past couple of weeks. Keep doing what you're doing. Quick question. Do you think you will spend your life with Brooke? I plan on it. I love Brooke. I talk about that all the time. What's wrong with your voice? I'm sick. I've been sick like the last week. I'm starting to get over it, but yeah, I've been a little sicky. But yo phone. Yeah, no, I definitely plan on spending the rest of my life with Brooke. A lot of people keep asking me when I'm going to propose to her, and my response is, dog, I'm still in college. I'm not 30 years old, right? So, I mean, probably not for a while, but yeah, I would love to spend the rest of my life with Brooke. I would say she's the love of my life. Not trying to throw up here. I just ate a large dinner. I was trying to talk while also trying to suppress the burp that would have been a throw up. Somebody said, bro, not paying attention, LMAO. Not paying attention to what? Cheetah, thank you for the 3 Japanese. Can't stop thinking about how identical you look to Paul Pogba. I look nothing like... Are you saying I look like a fucking football player, Paul Pogba? What the fuck? Dude. I mean, maybe facial structure. Like, if me and him were skeletons, I might look similar to him. K for the 5. I love what you do. Me and my mom love watching you together. Thank you, HK, for the sub, waiting for the 3. My dad's in the hospital right now. He got shot. Most likely won't recover. Your streams are helping me a lot. Dude, I hope he does, and I'm sorry you're going through that, and I'm sorry your father's going through that. Thank you for the 3. I'm glad my streams could help, but damn, man. I'm sorry you're going through that. Not Dominic Konseski for the sub, Leland for the 3. You look like Duffman for the Simpsons. Mr. I already read that. Zims for the 3. I'm going to donate. Want to say happy birthday to me. Happy birthday. God of Luck for the sub. Big Daddy for the sub. Mark for the sub. Theodore for the 3. Mika for the 1. Turning 17 and 5. About to get my license. Wish me luck for the exams. Good luck on the exam. Wait, written exam or driving test? If you're doing the driving test, just fucking take your time on the parallel parking. Motherfuckers fail on the parallel parking all the goddamn time. Digital for the sub. I failed my written the first time, though. So, you know, I actually studied for that as well. The written test seems like you would obviously know everything on it. No. 90% of the questions are fucking fines. And I failed the written because I didn't study. And whenever they were like, what's the fine for parking near a fire hydrant? I was like, bitch, what the fuck? How the hell am I supposed to? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. How the hell is that determining my capability of driving? All I need to know is that if I park near a fire hydrant, I'm going to get fucking fined. I don't need to know how much money they're going to make me pay. Digital for the sub. How far away do you have to be away from the back of a school bus? I don't know, man. A fucking distance? Enough to where you don't run over a child. Digital for the sub. Locked for the 3. A cop isn't going to pull out a tape measure and determine whether or not you're fucking close enough. Locked for the 3. First time giving bets, watching you for over 3 years. I know you don't like when people ask, but I was curious if you would be able to raid me tomorrow. For my birthday. Maybe, but when people request raids, the issue is it's not like a shout out. Like, I know when people ask for raids, it's not the same thing as a shout out. It's just like, if I raid you when you ask me to raid you, then I have to raid somebody else that asks me to raid them, you know? It's Myler for the sub. It's like when you're in grade school, and it's like, if you bring a donut for one person, you have to bring a donut for everyone, right? Boshies for the 10 to NAACP, Cody for the 3. I'm an old man, Stonefish 5. You spammed for Princess Taylor to time you out. And then you got banned. Read the rest? Where? You said shut the fuck up, which is pretty different. I was joking. Okay, so they were arguing with another chatter. And then you, I'm assuming, said something to them. And then they said, I don't even yell IRL. It was all caps. If you can't get me joking, get a personality, homie. God, man. See, like, I have to leave it up to my mod. Stonefish, bro. It's like, at the end of the day, my mods are amazing for helping monitor my chat. And so, if you beef with a mod, I have to let them decide whether or not you stay banned, right? Like, at the end of the day, if you tell my mod to get a personality, like, they're going to have the free reign on whether or not you get unbanned. You sending me a dono isn't going to change that. Oh, they sent a lot of mod comments. Princess Taylor said, started to be an L chatter, complained about their message, even though it wasn't our fault. It got held. They started bothering me, so it's up to you to unban. Not a bad chatter either, besides flex spam. I wouldn't say they were bullied. A couple of chatters told them that their message wasn't that serious. Never thought I would type this much in a mod comment. We talked in whispers and cleared everything up. Like I said, you can unban. I don't really care. It's up to you. I mean, Princess Taylor, I'll let you decide whether or not you want to unban them. I would say if you think they should be unbanned, then unban them. Boshies for the 10, Jackie for the 10. You're an amazing streamer in person, Joe. Thanks for giving so many reasons for me to smile. Life's been hard, but watching you makes me feel good again. I'm happy to be able to donate to a great cause. Keep being you. Thank you for the 10. Zezer for the sub. Dog for the 10. Rye for the sub. Cheetah for the 3. Question today, are all humans truly equal? They should be, but No, in society, they're not. I mean, that's kind of part of the charity stream that we're doing right now. Like structural racism or just wealth inequality, country inequality, right? People that live here in the U.S. have it better than people that live in third world countries, stuff like that, right? Humans are not equal in that sense. Jazz for the sub. Dr. Death for the 3. Sorry for my bad spelling. My nerves are really bad. I'm high right now. Didn't mean dad, meant day. Dancing for the 5. Hi, Joe Bart and Farts. Thank you for always making my day. Ella for the 5. Best friend's trying to get sober from a drug starting with C. Cocaine? Doesn't want to cut off her dealer. What should she do? Stop doing coke. I feel like that's kind of the given there. What do you mean cut off your dealer? You're acting like they're dating them. They're a fucking drug dealer. I don't think your drug dealer is going to be like, hey, man, you haven't called in a while. You find a new coke dealer? Oh, you don't think my coke's good enough for you? Like, a drug dealer is not going to fucking harass you to buy from them. If they are, they're just a shitty drug dealer. Most drug dealers, it's like, the drugs are doing the talking. You know, the drug dealer just kind of is there. And the drugs are making you come back. Like, at the end of the day, them saying they don't want to quit because she doesn't want to cut off her dealer is just an excuse, in my opinion. Shady, average, and drug for the sub Rye Dog for the 3. Continuing the gratitude, thanks again for the mental health. 2 quick questions. How do you get to the point of being worth of being a mod? Takes time. My mods recommend you. Usually a VIP first. Added something to the game suggestion called Castle Crashers. Childhood game. Might play it. Jack for the 25 to NAACP. Thank you for the 25. Arc for the sub. Blizzard for the sub. Theodore for the 1. Keep pronouncing my name wrong. Oh, Theodoro. Can't donate much. I live in a group home and make $14 a week. You help me a lot. Dude, don't donate then. You don't need I appreciate just the support in the charity stream itself. You are not required to donate to the charity stream. I know people have financial struggles, right? You help me a lot. Every time I've been in a crisis, you help me stabilize myself and cope. I'm leaving the facility soon. Thank you. Well, I'm glad that I could help. Amon for the sub. And thank you for the 1. What is VIP? You just remove chat restrictions. All right. Lock in for the React Day. Wait, what are we at? Okay, we're not at a mini shield yet. I'll rip the mini shield when we reach it. Again, if you want to donate, you can hit the pinned link that is in chat, which should be over here somewhere, depending on what device you're using. Or exclamation point NAACP, NAACP, and you can donate to the cause to help fight structural racism. Reviews and Amon for the sub. All right, chat, here's the rundown of Reacts today. Starting out with an absolute fucking banger by Jubilee. Not going to be a YouTube video because they copyright the fuck out of everything. LVM. Anyways, like, come on, man. Let me react to your fucking video, bro. Come on. Let me react to it. What the fuck? What the fuck? I want to react to the fucking video. Why can Cody Co do it without copyright strikes, but I can't? Anyways, 6 Taylor Swift fans versus 1 secret hater. Delusional cops panic over Acorn falling Penguins video. The real reason drugs are bad. The tallest kid in the world, a 10-year-old with gigantism. AI-generated videos just changed forever. The worst disorders in human history. How this nerdy teen became the FBI's most wanted trafficker. And Poppy Playtime Night Shift live action horror short film. W lineup today. You guys sent a lot of these videos. Exclamation point Discord if you want to join the Discord. Send videos from your active games to play. The video suggestion tab, game suggestion tab. That's how I find most of the videos that I watch the games that I play. Most of the videos that we found today are from you guys. W reacts from you guys. W recommendations from you guys. You guys been popping off with the fucking fire recommendations on the React channel or on the video suggestion tab. Got to pick it up on the game suggestion tab. Some of you guys keep sending the same stupid fucking game. Terraria, not playing it. Stop sending it. Send something else. Jesus Christ. Let's get into it. Riley for the sub. Reviews for the sub. Ellie for the 3. I got to blow my nose. Hold up. Oh. One more. Ellie for the 3. I'm trans, female to male, and you've helped me, or you've been helping me have motivation to work out and just get up every day and take care of myself, which I'm doing for the first time in years, which my friends don't seem to be proud. But big thank you to you. Well, I'm glad I could help, and it's a fucking dub that you've been working out more. Word for the sub. You just do calisthenics or you're hitting the gym or some shit. Either way, working out in any capacity is fucking great, and I'm glad I could help motivate you for that. And dub for you for, you know, bettering yourself. Krusty for the 5. Can you play Love and Reggae next bathroom break? Maybe. Lock in here, chat. Mittens for the sub. Happy for the 3. Just that lifted 525 pounds today, and I'm 14. What the fuck? Are you on steroids? Jesus Christ. 525 pounds? I read that shit. It was like a delayed reaction. I feel like you're capping, bro. Was it hex bar? Don't lie. Was it a hex bar deadlift? Do you deadlift in sumo? Lubu for the 2. Always been watching the YouTube videos, but I've decided to move to Twitch. I'm sorry for the weak dono. Don't apologize for a weak dono. Any dono, I am very appreciative of, and so is NAACP. Ugo for the 25. Says you're the best, man. Thank you. All right, lock in for the first video here, chat. 6 Taylor Swift fans versus 1 secret hater. Lock in. I'll read the donos as they come in. Might take me a while because we're going to be locked on the video, but I will read your dono. Lock in. Only Taylor Swift. I bet it's just an issue that he has with anyone that's just not doing that. Nolan and Red for the sub. Dazzy for the 3. Would you let me hit? Shut up. Jack for the sub. Shannon for the $25 donut to NAACP. Thank you for hosting this charity stream. Always looking forward to catching the stream, and thank you for bringing awareness to mental health. Have you ever... Also, I have been watching for almost 2 years and officially made my minor in philosophy today. Dub! What classes are you going to be taking? And that's fucking great. You're probably going to be taking, like, intro, obviously, in college, but then you might be taking, like, fucking Greek or Asian philosophy, stuff like that. Fish for the 2. How do I sub with Prime membership? If you link your Amazon Prime and your Twitch account, then you usually have to do it on PC, but if you go on your computer or your laptop, or like it's usually, I don't think it works on phone, but if you go on your computer, you hit sub, you scroll down, there's like a sub with Prime box that you can check, and then it subs for free. MCAN for the 10. Hope this helps. Love the streams. W charity stream music. Reg, and also for the sub. King, Luke for the sub. Andy for the 3. Already read that. Fatali for the sub. Yo, that was the first video we just finished in an hour, chat. All right, hold up. I gotta go pee real quick. So count me down, but then we will tune in for the next video. Count me down, chat. Ugh. We're back! Floating for the 3. I just realized this isn't a VOD. You know, for the sub. Yeah, no, this is not a VOD. All right, next video, chat. Delusional cop panics over Acorn falling. Have you guys seen this video? Because a lot of you guys kept recommending me to watch this. I think I might have seen a clip, but I've not seen the entire video. This is fucking Penguins, Charlie talking about it.
This video is blowing up on Twitter right now because it is just absurd. It's going to make a lot of people rightfully upset knowing
Where'd you get that space thing in the back? This? Brooke actually got me this. Do you guys want to see it lit up? Hold up. It's fucking sick. Hold up, I'll turn off the lights. It's fucking sick. You can change the colors to be like still and stuff. It's like you control it with like a regular LED light thing. I think she got it off Etsy. I don't know for sure. Ben for the sub. That's a lot of the stuff that's in my background. The Deadpool head she got me. And the Groot that holds my Xbox controller. Oh, and the Spaceman broadcasts light. Ah! All right, now you... God, chat, we're never going to get through the reacts. You guys got me showing you my fucking trinkets. Now that's fucking sick, though, right? All right. Numbnuts for the 5 fucking gifteds. Or for the 10 gifteds. Numbnuts. Thank you for the fucking subs. Thank you. We've got to stop. Thank you for the fucking 10 gifteds. Jericho for the $25 dono to NAACP. Thank you for the 25. And Numbnuts for the 10. This summer, I'm changing stream rooms, chat. And I got a lot of decorations that I'm going to be putting up. I have a lot of LED signs and shit. So we'll have a different stream room probably late summer this year.
This is a cop. And he almost executed a man over mistaking the sound of an acorn falling for a gunshot. So in a nutshell, what happened is officers arrived at the scene. They take
Stuffy for the 3. Can you add I was attacked by a family on Maniacs to the watch list?
a person, put them in the back
What?
of their
Sexy for the 3. Can you react to the Drake video? No.
vehicle, and as one of the officers walks by him, patrolling like an NPC out of fucking 007 GoldenEye, he hears a noise, and this noise startles him. It's like a dog on 4th of July hearing a firework in the distance. And he panics, freaks out, and does a double combat roll true combo. This man was looking for iframes, and it turns out that sound he heard that he mistook for a gunshot was the sound of an acorn hitting the top of his patrol car.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
It didn't even sound like a gunshot.
Top of his patrol car.
Oh my god, bro. This is like that shit. Yo, people, the police in the United States need to have longer training times. Like, the amount of training hours that you have to go through in the United States is so much less than, like, almost any other country. Like, dude, this man just thought it. I'm pretty sure he starts shooting at shit.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired!
What is he shooting at? That's a real gun.
You can't even hear anything in the body cam footage. I don't even hear an acorn falling. This guy must have the most
Nah, I
sensitive
heard like a little
ears of all time. This guy can fucking hear the future, I guess, or something.
Oh
So
my
he
god.
hears an acorn fall somehow, and then he immediately does this like combat roll action movie stunt and unloads, just mag dumps into his patrol car with that individual inside. Now, luckily, the individual wasn't killed during this panic, because this skittish douchebag has stormtrooper aim, luckily. So
Oh, they got out of whatever the fuck they got arrested for. Oh, 100%. You get arrested and the cop unloads his clip into your car? Yeah, you're scot-free. You're walking home that night. Jesus, dude.
gets to live to see another day. An acorn almost fucking sent him to the grave.
Ah! I'm hit! I'm hit!
Bro, what? Bro, you just said I'm hit. This guy needs to get fired. Oh my god, he just said I'm hit. I'm hit. I think I'm bleeding out.
What?
Just didn't get hit at all. He looks like he's in the nicest residential neighborhood.
I was shot through the car! Oh!
The officer's fighting ghosts. He is actually fighting his own imagination right now. He thinks he got shot. There was no shooting. It was a fucking Acorn. The only thing shot is this man's brain. It is rotted from the inside out. He's like, I've been shot! And then he goes, like he's doing the fucking Murloc sound effect from Hearthstone. It's all make-believe. Fucking SpongeBob and Patrick in their box couldn't drum up an imagination like this. But there's a very real person in harm's way that he is shooting at over nothing. So he's lying on the ground. I've been hit! Fucking continuing to pump lead into this vehicle on this guy who has done nothing to shoot at the officer or put the officer in harm's way. It's infuriating to watch. What kind of training?
Yo, but that guy, thank God that guy's safe. He about to get a fucking bag. That guy that was in that car that fucking thank God lived. Oh my God. You have a cop empty a mag at you and you don't even have a weapon on you. Oh, they're fucking done.
Did this officer go through? Because there's no way he should have ever been cleared for duty if he is this frightened by his own shadow. Then he starts like...
Bro, hit the lotto? No, that's not hitting the lotto. Hitting the lotto is like when, like before they had caution hot. This is what hitting the lotto is. Before they had caution hot labels on fast food coffee, there were a few people that like spilled hot coffee on their genitals and then sued like McDonald's for, and like all these other companies for like millions of dollars. That's hitting the lotto, right? Being so dumb that you spill fucking hot coffee on your fucking dick and then you have to go, how was I supposed to know the hot coffee I ordered was hot? And then you sue, right? That's hitting the lotto.
Rugrats Tommy Pickles crawling away, going like, oh no. You know, really going through it, thinking he's been shot. I gotta see my family again. Not like this. I won't go out like this. No.
Why do you not watch the actual video? Why of him reacting? I don't know where the actual video is.
Not when my country's in danger. I'm gonna.
Is there an actual? Is it not just clips? Is there like an actual YouTube video of it? No, there's only an Inside Edition video of it, and I'm not watching no Inside Edition. It's gonna be some dumb motherfucker. In today's clip, we're gonna be showing you something fascinating. Fuck off. Oh, maybe it's this.
I might have hit my.
No, they do have an actual video. Hold up.
Like that, but he's sending me a picture.
Florida deputies shoot an unarmed man after mistaking falling acorn for gunshot.
Where the 2 cars are, but
okay. Do you know your tag number?
What? Oh! Where? Right there?
What a dumbass cop! Shots fired, but he's just laying on the ground. Yo, is that this cop's fault, though? Like, I feel like this second cop isn't in the wrong. Because if your other officer that you think is a coherent individual is like, there's actually like a shooting right now, I feel like you're going to be like, okay, yeah, like you're going to need to, you know, like lock in.
Jesse, are you okay? Get in the house! Get in the house! Jesse! Get back! Where is he?
In the car.
He's crawling away like he's a toddler.
House! Jesse!
He's in the car!
Get back! Where is he?
In the car.
Dude, you can hear the people behind like, don't shoot him.
43, give me traffic. Shots fired. I got a deputy down.
I'd be saying he doesn't have a weapon. This got to be a comedy sketch? No, this is the state of Florida.
Off of McLaren. We're off of McLaren. Shots fired. I got a deputy down. Jesse, how are you?
Oh my God. No, the woman in the back, though, I understand her emotion, but I would be like, he doesn't have a gun! Your officer's fucking stupid! I'd be screaming. She's not paying attention. I'd get her to fucking hear me. I'd say, he doesn't have a gun! Your guy wasn't shot! Oh my god, yo, this is actually making me mad, though. Not the woman. This is making me mad that these cops aren't listening to her. This woman that's crying, thinking they just killed their fucking, like, her husband or boyfriend or whoever.
Okay.
Brother.
On standby. Hit. No. Back.
Stay inside your house. Stay.
Then you move up right there.
Yeah, I feel like he's gonna start acting it out, you know? He can't, I feel like he's realizing he wasn't shot, and so now he has to just be like, okay, well, let me play up the scenario a little bit. Oh, fuck, I just emptied 20 rounds into a car.
Yeah. Do you see anything? I want to hit.
I need to see the aftermath of the cop being like, oh, fuck. Oh, this is him. This is him.
I feel weird, but I'm good.
I feel weird, but I'm good.
I don't know. Stay inside your house.
Yeah, he should get fired. Yeah, he should get fired. I don't know about the woman. I think the woman was just kind of playing off of him because if your fellow officer is acting like they're literally dying, like you're gonna take he was fired. Okay. Dude, are you fucking kidding me? They don't fucking play. They don't play any more out. See, now I gotta fast forward in Charlie's video. I feel like this motherfucker got more. Okay, he does got more.
Acorn fall. Bang, bang, bang. Oh! And then, like, capsizes and falls over on the road there. And then he just starts crawling away. Oh, good lord. That's so frustrating to know that there's an officer out there, or was an officer out there like this, who can somehow hear an acorn fall and be like, shit, we're in a battleground. It's popping off. Everyone, shoot at my car, quick.
And what... Is there any gun that would make even remotely the softest sound of an acorn falling onto a metal roof? Like, it would be loud, but a gunshot is fucking really loud. Like, that's not... Like, even a pistol. Maybe if it had a silencer, but if you wouldn't... Yeah, silenced pistol, but it would... A silenced pistol isn't even going to sound like an acorn falling, right? It's going to be like... Doot, 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 doot. I can't recreate the sound of a silencer, but you know what I mean.
Kill him!
Where it's, like, suppressed.
And I just have to wonder...
A small 22? Yeah, but, dude, like, him saying he got shot, too. There was no bullet. Like, he just freaked out.
What do you even do when the dust settles and you realize, oh, that guy in the car never had a gun, never shot back. Oh, wait. Oh, buddy, I'm so sorry. It looks like it was an acorn that hit the cop car. I'm so sorry we shot at you for fucking 19 bullets in a row. Yeah, what a whoops-a-daisy moment. Oh my god. Sometimes I'm just so silly. Anyway, let's head to the station. Also, we're going to add an extra charge there for putting me into a state of frenzy. That's going to be on you. If we didn't have to get called out here in the first place, I wouldn't have had to hear an acorn fall and freak out. So that's going to be an additional charge. Like, what do you even do from there? There's nothing you can do from there. You almost killed this guy because you have superhuman hearing and thought for some reason an acorn was a threat to your life. I love this section too. Okay, interviewed after the incident by Michael Hogan, an investigator, the deputy said he definitely heard a suppressed weapon firing. I felt an impact on my right side, like upper torso area. My legs just give out, he claimed. When shown images from
you might have coincidentally had a fucking stroke or some shit. Dude, what? I felt an impact on my right side. Like my upper torso area, my legs just give out. You might have a muscle twinge.
body cam footage of the Acorn hitting his car. Mr. Hernandez...
You're gonna feel a gunshot. Pre-adrenaline, you're gonna feel getting shot. Like, that's not... You're just like, oh, it was kind of hurt a little bit.
Acorn? And Mr. Hogan confirmed, Acorn. It's like a fucking skit out of a cartoon, except it's real life and almost cost someone their life. Almost just killed this guy over this fucking...
If he actually had killed the guy, it would have been so much worse.
Weirdo thinking an acorn was a suppressed weapon. Questioned if he could have mistaken the sound of an acorn for
What's up, Aiden?
gunfire, he answered, "What I heard sounded what I think would be louder than an acorn hitting the roof of the car. But there's obviously an acorn hitting the roof of the car." Oh my god. What the fuck? There's gotta be some better training. There's gotta be, right? Like, is this like a course they're gonna have to take now? Like, distinguishing gunshots from acorns?
Yo, you know how many lawyers probably reached out to that family after? Like, I could get you financial compensation. Please, I'll defend you for free. I'm only gonna take a certain percentage of the winnings. No, please, we're gonna be suing for $10 million right now. Just like, dude, the amount of you ever see like those law commercials, like those local lawyer firms that are like trying to like pan for you? Like, if you drank pesticide in the 90s, you're entitled to compensation. If you used fucking this and this, or you slip and fell at your fucking union job, you're entitled to like that shit. Brody for the 5. Have you seen the video by Fez had about Two Mad and grifters? He made some good points on the situation. No, I have not. You can send it in the video suggestion tab, though. I have way too many videos we gotta get through today, though. JRNE for the sub, Krusty for the 1. Teachers go to jail if they lose a kid or something, so cops should go to jail if they make a mistake like that. Jace, Adam Stone, and Gabe for the sub. Teachers go to jail if they lose a kid? Like, if they go on a field trip and a kid gets lost, they go to prison? Gabe for the sub. Numbnuts for the $100 dono to fucking NAACP. Thank you for the fucking 100. White for the 3. Cop thinks he's Tyler Durden. Wolf's Orc for the sub. Valor for the 1,000 buddies. W Charity, anybody advice on how to go viral on TikTok, like tags and stuff? Tags do fucking nothing, in my opinion. I used to do like for you page XYZ BCA. It's not. If you're making a very niche video, hashtags work for the video that you're making. In terms of pushing it to that specific audience. But hashtagging your video isn't going to get it more overall views than not hashtagging your video. My tips would be kind of, messing around with different video styles, right? Make the content you want to make. Whatever lands, kind of go down that track. Make a bit more. If it stops working, do something else, right? I'm not saying kind of repeat the same fucking trend. A lot of people have one video pop off and then do the same thing 10 times. It's what I used to do when I fucking started on TikTok. Don't do that, but you could kind of keep the same, like, mindset, but kind of switch it up, Sexy for the 3. Not reading that. Say for the sub. Sexy for the 3. Brody for the 5.
Sounds like ambient noise and the difference between gunshots and that. Like, it's wild to me that we almost had someone die.
Helldivers when? Next Wednesday with Sneak Snag. Today's reactions. Tomorrow I'm doing VR at 1. Sunday is Reacts at 2. Monday is Minecraft. Probably Killer Frequency. Tuesday not live. Wednesday we're doing a Chill's Arc game and Helldivers 2 with Sneak Snag. Thursday I'm going to be doing Pacific Drive. Dropping that day. Friday Reacts. Next Saturday is going to be Block Wars Tourney. Ariona for the 5 NAACP. Just started watching you last year, and I want to say that you're one of the most talented and entertaining individuals I've ever watched. I really like that you do these fundraisers. This is my first time ever donating. Keep it up. Well, W Dono. And thank you for the fucking nice message. Oh, speaking of chat, we are almost at shotgunning the Liquid Death. Eesh. Do I have one? Oh, yeah, I have exactly 1 Liquid Death left.
The fucking acorn fell on the car that they were in. Scary stuff. Mr. Hernandez did resign, which is good.
Joe, I don't like your hair. Bro, I don't care.
No longer an officer. Hopefully never will be again. Hopefully won't ever have a firearm to their name again because they are not safe with one, clearly, if they're willing to just discharge it upon hearing an acorn. But yeah, I just had to share this a bit because, man, that is some silly shit right there. Luckily,
he probably got just not like fired, but I doubt he went to prison. If he was in a different state, I feel like it'd be different. But Florida, If he was a civilian, it'd be way different. If he was a civilian and he emptied a fucking mag into somebody's car, oh yeah, you'd be in fucking prison for attempted murder. Or some shit like that. What does NAACP stand for? If you look it up, it is the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People is a civil rights organization started in 1909 as an interracial endeavor to advance justice for African Americans by a group including W.E.B. Du Bois, Mary Ovington Moore. It's the people that founded it. All right. Next video. Lock in here, chat.
I want to make one thing.
Oh, I didn't even read the title. The real reason drugs are bad. I love this guy, by the way. Fucking goated YouTuber, Big Tug.
So I want to make one thing very clear. Drugs are bad, and you shouldn't do them, okay? I don't want to get demonetized because you took some weird angle on what I'm saying in this video. When it comes to drugs, there's a lot of misinformation out there. In one corner, you have concerned parents that a contact high from a reefer cigarette is going to lead to a life of crime. And on the other hand, you have a multi-billion-dollar economy surrounding legitimate businesses.
Yeah, weed makes that fucking money, dude. Weed makes an assload of money. Like, that's why people are like, oh, maybe the government's coming around to the actual benefits of marijuana. No. For the most part, I mean, yeah, but for the most part, governments are getting in on the weed craze because they can make a fucking shitload off of marijuana. Opening a medical, chat, this is kind of cringe, but I was looking into, like, hey, what do I want to do when I'm done social media? And I really want to start a business. And I was like, yo, I could open a fucking weed dispensary. No, I cannot. I do not have enough money for that. You need like $2 million to just start the track of opening a weed dispensary. Like, you have to put that money up front, and then they start going through that process. Then you have to actually, like, build the facility and all this. Oh, my God. No, it is so expensive to make a weed dispensary. The turnaround, though, is that if you actually open a weed dispensary, you are going to make bread. I'm Boss for the Sub Anonymous for the $25 donor to NAACP says, let me see your toes. No.
That sell recreational marijuana. So, those parents are confused, and understandably. But
Hi, Carly, for the 500 biddies.
Today, I'm here to make sense of it all and navigate the weird world of drugs. Let's get high on knowledge. Don't do drugs, please. Seriously, don't do drugs because of this video. So, at least in America, our ideas of drugs has mostly been shaped by cops and politicians, because both cops and politicians are known as the moral authority on most issues. They're always right. Cops across this—
Our drug laws are also so fucking stupid. If you guys didn't know, there's different classifications of drugs, right? So, depending on what drug you have, it carries a difference if it's not legal. In the terms of illegal drugs, there are different classifications on what drug you have comparable to what sentence you're going to receive if you are caught with that drug. And there are drugs that are lower on the list. Like, let me actually look it up. Illegal drug classifications, U.S. Like, Schedule 1. Okay, here it is. Controlled substances. Schedule 1 drugs, potential use, abuse, potential for abuse high, accepted medical use no, right? So Schedule 1's the highest. Schedule 2, some medical use with severe restrictions. Schedule 3, potential for abuse is medium, and then they all have scheduled or accepted medical use lower and lower, right? Psilocybin mushrooms, if I'm right, psilocybin mushrooms drug classification, I believe are Schedule 1, which is insane. I'm not saying that they should be legal, right? But, like, how they have which drugs are on Schedule 1 U.S. Schedule 1 drugs in the United States, in the federal United States. Heroin, obvious. Lysergic acid, LSD. Marijuana. Peyote. Meth. Okay. And ecstasy, right? But Schedule 2, right? So less likely for abuse, right? Than peyote or LSD, hallucinogens, and marijuana, right? Cocaine, methamphetamines, methadone, oxycodone, fentanyl, Adderall and Ritalin. Why is fucking Coke on Schedule 2, but peyote, which is used in, like, religious rituals, is on Schedule 1? Schedule 3 is, like, fucking steroids, ketamine. Ketamine's kind of crazy that that's on fucking Schedule 3. But, yeah, there is medical use for ketamine and shit like that. But then it just goes down. It's fucking drugs that you know of. Like, Schedule 5 is, like, fucking Robitussin. Like, shit like that. But it's just crazy how they determine what's on what. And then the loopholes in that system. You can buy and I don't know, depending on the states, I don't know if they've changed this, but I remember looking into this shit. Salvia divinorum. And I took a class on fucking herbal psychopharmacology, which is about hallucinogenic drugs. This was last semester. Salvia divinorum is one of the most potent hallucinogens ever, right? It falls into its own category of hallucinogen, and so it doesn't fall into the government's classifications. People buy salvia and deliver it to their house. There are people that have taken one hit of salvia, passed out for 5 minutes, and lived an entirely different life for what they felt like was 6 months. Came back and were affected for the rest of their lives by that. And that's legal. But other shit, it's like crazy what's allowed and what's not allowed in the United States based on like the weird loopholes.
This nation infiltrated middle
of like what's good and what's not.
Schools with the DARE program.
Used to legally be able to buy K2 in Texas. Yeah. Or even like a lot of you guys, because I say this, if you're in fucking high school, you should not be smoking weed. You should not be using marijuana. But a lot of people know that regardless of the state that you live in, Delta 9 is likely at every gas station you could go to. Delta 9 weed is still weed, right? It still gets you high. The high is different. Delta 8 is the shit they sell at fucking med dispensaries. Delta 8 carts, fucking bud, all that stuff. And that's illegal, right? Delta 9 has it's where something is on the hydrocarbon on the actual fucking molecule of THC, but it's like, that's legal, and you can just buy that at unlicensed place, like smoke shops. Like, if you go into a fucking nicotine How about this at a gas station? 500 milligram edibles.
Along with this sexy lion for some reason.
I know I live in New Jersey where weed's legal, but like, dude, they don't have the license to fucking sell weed, but they're allowed to sell that.
And meanwhile, the government was paying television networks to do anti-drug PSAs and also sneak in anti-drug sentiments in sitcoms. But I was born into a generation that's very specific, which is the birth of the internet. I was around for like the majority of it. So we all started talking in chat rooms and stuff, and we all realized that like, hey, they're lying. They've been lying about drugs this whole time, and what, are they just gonna keep running the commercials? And the messages
Delta 9 is weed, Delta 8 is what legal in gas stations. You're wrong, you have it backwards.
That they were trying to say were actually really harmful. I don't want to get all liberal on your asses, but it was really harmful what they were doing. So here are just a few of the lies that historically the government and police have told you about drugs, and I just want to clean them up because I feel like we have to move past this as a society. Lie number 1, only bad people take drugs. The government ran PSA ads showing drug users as derelicts and just awful people that would do anything they can to harm you in this great nation we call America. But actually, recent studies have shown that
Anybody remember the commercial where they have a frying pan and then they crack an egg on it, and they're like, this is what weed does to your brain.
50% of adults have tried drugs. 50%. Okay? You have 2 parents. Do the math. I mean, Jesus Christ, 39% of adults have tried drugs this year. Normal people, stupidly, I should add, try drugs all the time. It's super common to do drugs. Have you been to a college party?
I wonder what the rate of college students doing drugs is. You think they have a stat on that? What percentage of college students in the U.S. do drugs? Probably like 76%. Wait, that can't be right. Okay, no. During 2022, around 23% of post-secondary students reported using marijuana, where 76% reported no drug use. Okay, no, I was reading the wrong statistic. A recent study found 37% of college students regularly use illegal drugs. What about legal drugs? Over a third of college students use illegal drugs. So not weed. Like coke and ecstasy. What fucking... I doubt they have a stat on that. 2 out of every 5 college students binge drink. Heavy drinking is most common in college students in the first 6 weeks of their freshman year. Wow. Yeah, because there's just so many parties. Thousands of college students are sent to the hospital due to alcohol. Yeah, alcohol is the biggest issue in college, especially in like frats. And then people mixing shit. Like, people don't realize that when you like, I go to college parties. I mean, I haven't been to a college party in a while because they're kind of fucking cringe. But when I would go to frats, dude, people would be mixing alcohol. They would be mixing alcohol and then uppers and downers. And that's just, like, really fucking unsafe. Like, you could just die from that shit.
In recent years, I didn't even know Coke was that easy to get. These kids are stupid.
Somebody said, please stop spreading misinformation. How am I spreading misinformation? Delta 9 is illegal. Delta 8 and 10 are legal. You could buy Delta 8 at 18 at my local head shop. You're wrong. You have it backwards. Please stop spreading misinformation. I'm not spreading misinformation. Delta 9 is classified as a Schedule 1 drug, making it illegal to sell in the United States. However, hemp-derived Delta 9 THC is allowed under federal law as long as it has less than 0.3% Delta THC on dry weight basis. That's what they're selling. Delta 8 THC is not, like, Delta 8 is what you're buying at a fucking med dispensary. Like, I'm not buying Delta 9 at a med dispensary. When I'm at a med dispensary, I'm buying just straight weed, usually Delta 8 carts. When I'm at a gas station, I'm buying hemp-derived Delta 9 THC. You're right that under federal law, Delta 9 THC is classified as a Schedule 1 drug. But when you're going to this, I've seen this in states where where weed is illegal. This is, see, and it says right here, and it follows the law, less than 0.3% THC, which is just, I mean, that's true, right? But it's still fucking weed, right? Because it's hemp-derived. I'm not spreading misinformation. Me and you are both right. We're disagreeing on different terms of this, right? Delta 8 THC is legal in 22 states and 1 district with a limited regulation. Despite the controversy surrounding Delta 8 THC, it remains legal in 22 states and 1 district with only limited regulation. Delta 8 THC is where it is illegal. In these states, you can't buy Delta 8 THC. And in the yellow ones, it's restricted. In the green, it's legal. And then substantial regulations in this one. I feel like this is an old image. Oh, there is apparently substantial. That can't be true. Because California, you can buy weed mad easy. Anyways. I'm not spreading misinformation. My fault, I'm in Wyoming and Delta 8 got me tweaking right now. Well, you bought that shit illegally. Or it says it's Delta 8. It's probably not Delta 8. It's probably Delta 9. Mr. Wrangle for the fucking sub. Super for the sub. Aiden for the sub. Oh, Mr. Wrangle too. Gonna ban him. Super and Aiden for the sub. Krusty for the 1. Plug walk on the way with a zip right now. Floating for the 3. I smoked salvia when I was 15. Do not do salvia. I started screaming. I was Jesus Christ. Jumped off an apartment building because I thought I could fly. Yeah, no, those are the drugs that really fuck you up. And that's crazy that shit's, like, allowed, and it's like a loophole. DQ for the 3. Struggled for, like, 20 minutes to send bets. I didn't know what to do. 300 bit minimum. First time donating to anybody, but I got more bets to donate. This is all the money I have. I use it for my birthday money. Well, happy birthday. You didn't need to fucking send me the bets, though. I watch the streams as much as I can. I watch the rest of the YouTube. Sorry for the long message. Just excited to be able to donate to you. Well, thank you for the fucking nice message. Thank you for the pennies. Hey, Carly for the 5. All right, lock back in.
I thought you had to be like a billionaire to have
Somebody said I'm 15 and I smoke weed. You shouldn't. It's going to stunt your brain growth. Even if it doesn't, it's going to make you perform poorly in class, right? I know most people and most kids that are in high school that say they smoke weed aren't doing it in their free time. They're doing it, like, in class, right? Like, based off what you guys tell me, you're, like, high at school. Like, that's very bad, right? Like, I get high, right? I'm 22, though. I get high all the fucking time. But I get high when I don't have to do shit. I do get high on stream sometimes, but that's not inhibiting my job. I'm not going to my college classes fucking domed out of my mind, right? Because I know I'm not going to be able to fucking retain any of the info that they fucking tell me. So that's part of the problem, coupled with the fact that the genetic shit of your brain not growing, right? Realistically speaking, I probably shouldn't even be smoking weed, because a man's brain doesn't stop developing until the age of 25.
Okay, and this kid's fucking 20 and he's doing several lines. And by making drug doers look like demons, you're making society look down upon them, and it makes them look like awful people when they just need to get help, and it's really hard for them to get help because everyone's alienating them. So it's not good. That's a bad lie. Lie number 2, try it once and you'll be addicted for life. Once again, absolute horseshit.
I mean, that depends on the thing, right? If you smoke one cigarette, yeah, you're not going to be addicted for the rest of your life. But if you do heroin, I think one time on the old heroin, I think you could probably get addicted.
Shit. This was like the dumbest lie they could have told people. Really, this is like a huge fuck up on.
Oh my god, they made another account. Yo, why are you being a weirdo, bro?
Their part. I mean, there are some drugs out there that you get hooked immediately depending on the person you are. Like, I've heard the Big M is pretty hardcore, get you into it pretty quickly. But for everything else, probably not. The DARE program and advertising made it.
Yo, mods in my chat. Mr. Angle makes any more accounts, just insta-ban him.
Seemed like everyone was an addict in hiding, just waiting for that monster.
Please just, dude, you can just watch the stream. You don't need to be creepy, dude. Remain for the 10. What are your thoughts on toads? They're cool.
To come out of us. And that's just the thing. A kid will stupidly take 2 Percocet, wake up the next morning and not feel addicted.
Wait, hold up. Brady's asking me about shit right now. I'm fucking streaming. All right, lock back in here, chat.
At all and feel absolutely fine, and then they're like, oh, they all lied to me, might as well keep doing Vicodin and Percocet. And opiates don't show signs of withdrawal for a very long time. It takes a while for you to get deep into it until the fact that you can't get out because the withdrawal symptoms are so bad, and then you start stealing copper out of walls and shit. It's really, I mean, come on. Lie number 3, and this one's not as serious, but it still makes me really upset. Weed does not give you trippy hallucinations. I don't know where that started. Like, someone smokes.
If you eat a very large amount of edibles, it will. Not trippy hallucinations, but like weird dreams, or like if I eat if you smoke weed, that's gonna fucking do nothing. But if I eat a large amount of edibles and I'm like sitting there and I'm kind of like just relaxing, closing my eyes, I'll have much more visual capability than if I wasn't on weed. But it is not going to be like mushrooms, where your eyes are open and you're seeing shit fucking move in front of you, right? Like, everything looks delayed and there's gonna be waves and shit. Like, that's not weed. Brudski for the 3. Delta-9 marijuana products are produced by cannabinoids found in the cannabis plant, are strictly regulated, subject to stringent testing standards. Conversely, Delta-8 products are created using unregulated, chemically synthesized cannabinoids, are often entirely untested. Zenton for the 3. My friend built a 2-wheel drive electric bike thinking it would flip. He floored it, and that motherfucker flew at 80, and his pants were obliterated. Eesh.
Weed in an adult cartoon, and it is just like Candy Lane for some fucking reason. I have partaken in Mary Jane
shit.
every once in a while, just because I
bad, chat.
Use it to sleep. I'm not kidding. I have really bad anxiety, and it makes my anxiety really bad, and I don't like to smoke socially, but there you go. But weed doesn't make you see unicorns and rainbows. In fact, I don't think there's a single drug out there that makes you do that. If there was, I might try it. I know this whole thing's about don't do drugs, but that sounds crazy. It just makes you feel stupid, relaxed, giggly, and
how do you know what happens when you take mushrooms? Stop asking these questions, buddy.
Hungry. That's it. And really scared if you're like me. The more accurate information kids have about drugs, the less the kids are gonna do drugs. Full stop. Full stop. I think within history, we're in a better place with all this shit in terms of kids knowing about drugs for realsies. But you know, let's cook out some of this bullshit that I just talked about. Please share the message, share the video, comment, like, subscribe, whatever. So now we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of taking drugs and how to avoid taking drugs. I should have said that first. I'm going to embody the Sexy Dare line for this next segment. So a big part of avoiding drugs is identifying the types of people who do certain types of drugs and avoiding them and finding ways to tell them no. And I know I just made it seem like all government PSAs made drug doers look like demons, but that's the thing. They don't look like demons. They look like you and me. They look like normal people, so you got to, figure it out. So I came up with a list of common people that will try and get you to do drugs, and I came up with specific ways to tell those specific people, no, thank you, I'm a dork and I don't do drugs. Number one, and of course, the finance bros. These dudes. They're doing a bunch of coke. They're doing a lot of coke. In order to stay peppy while you watch an economy fail over and over again, you're gonna need a substance that's gonna get your dopamine up to a level way higher than God intended. That's why you see these guys at parties or on yachts yakking up a whole heaping helping of cocaine or Adderall, crushed up Adderall if they're, if they have a good doctor. I mean, this is true. Former Bear Stearns CEO Jimmy Kane allegedly kept an anti-acid bottle full of cocaine at his desk. A full one sec, I'm gonna get one of those. A full thing of these, full of cocaine.
That's probably so expensive. Because coke's, like, not cheap. Like, that's, like, one of the most expensive drugs you can fucking get.
That's a lot of cocaine. For personal use, that's a lot of cocaine. So these dudes will eventually corner you at a party and tell you to go to the bathroom because it's snowing in there and they want you to see. Which is nice of them because they want to share their cocaine.
Drugs fuck up your dopamine? Oh, yeah. Well, because the first time you take a drug that ups your dopamine, if your baseline level is here, it's going to bring it here, right? But then it's going to keep raising your baseline. And so then the drug's only going to be able to bring you to what feels like a normal rather than exceeding a normal. Doher for the sub. And Dude for the 10. How many days a week how many days do you work out a week? I would say anywhere between 5 and 6. I have 3 days on, 1 day off. 3 days on, 1 day off. So it doesn't really, just because of how that works, it's not usually aligning with a specific day. It really varies in the sense of like what week it is, right? I'm always just 3 days on, 1 day off though. All right. Zenton for the 3. Hold up. My manager texted me. Un momento. We're good. Jazzy for the sub, Zenton for the 3. The worst drug is meth. Shit makes your teeth and face look like Schmeagol.
Cocaine isn't cheap, but it's not for you. We're not doing that tonight. All you have to do is tell them that you have a heart condition, and that if you do a little bit of cocaine, there's a chance that you might just die immediately, and then the body's on them. And they're going to be a little bit paranoid about the situation and immediately back off, which is fantastic. You can also tell them that you have like a friend or cousin who died of fentanyl overdose from doing cocaine, because that's a big issue right now. Why are people doing cocaine right now? I guess if you're addicted, but at the end of the day, that is not worth it. It is so common. Number 2, and this one's a little bit of an amoeba, but we have this type of person. You know this type of person. I don't want to call them a hippie because that's an outdated term, but let's just call them alternative. These are people you'll meet in your later years of high school and your early years of college that have the I'm never gonna die mentality. They put a whole bunch of brain-altering substances in their body in an attempt
and they smoke cigarettes. I know the hippie people that smoke cigarettes. And I'm like, why do you smoke cigarettes? And they're like, I don't know, because it's cool. And apparently that's like a statistic that like younger people are getting more, like Gen Z smokes more cigarettes than like millennials did. I think it's also in part just because people are vaping and then transitioning, but people think it's like cool to smoke a cigarette. XX True for the sub.
To expand their mind when really they just want to get high. And that's fine. That's fine. If you just want to get high, just say that, but don't pretend like you're Gandhi, all right? These guys usually stay away from the big dogs like cocaine, heroin, meth, but they'll go into the hallucinogenics pretty hard. Acid, mushrooms, DMT, Molly, you name it, they're going to take it. Now, these drugs aren't known to be extremely addictive, except for maybe Molly. If you take enough Molly, your brain stops producing dopamine. Like, you just become a sad boy. So don't do that. But if you don't maturely handle hallucinogenics, you can really mess up
your brain forever just stops producing serotonin.
Mental health for a pretty long time. It happens a lot. So that being said, these guys are going to be a lot more pushy with
smell of cigarettes makes me nauseous. I'm going to have a bad take here. I love the smell of cigarettes. I wouldn't want like my friend to smell like cigarettes, but if somebody is smoking a cigarette next to me, it does not bother me. I don't know if it's a nostalgia thing, but like the smell of cigars, I love the smell of cigars. I love the smell of gas. I love the smell of weed. That's a problem. If I'm driving in my car, you know how like sometimes you're in the car and then like you can smell the stuff that's outside of the car because the AC. There's times that I'm driving and I'm just like chilling, and then I'll get a whiff of weed and I'll just go and like breathe in really loud. I can't breathe through my nose because I'm sick, but I'll like breathe heavily through my nose and I'll be like, damn. Hold up. Weed smells so bad. Dude, I remember when I was like 7, I smelled weed and I was talking to my older cousins and I was like, oh, there's a skunk. And they were like, that's not a skunk. And I was like, what do you mean? I was like, it definitely is. And they were like, no, it's weed. I was like, no, it's not. And then they ended up proving me wrong. And I was like, oh, I didn't know. I thought it smelled so similar to me. Acting like I knew what weed smelled like when I was 7. Because I didn't want to be, like, left out. Oh. Lock back in.
Hallucinogenics, because it's not fun to trip alone. People like to trip together, and I get that, but the cocaine people, if you don't want their cocaine, they're gonna say, fuck it. It's my cocaine, I'm so happy you said no. Hallucinogenic people, they already bought 2 tabs, bro. Might as well jump in. So in order to skirt the situation, I suggest setting yourself up to be a designated trip sitter. There's nothing better than that. Every group of people who are tripping their balls off needs at least one person to be the Australian shepherd to herd the sheep, if that makes sense. This way you'll be seen as a...
And it's kind of a dickhead thing, but, like, a kind of loop with my friend group is we kind of try to get each other to take more edibles than we should. Where, like, my friend will bring edibles and I'll be like, how many milligrams are these? And then he'll be like, they're only like 10. And then I'll eat one, and like 30 minutes later he'll be like, it was 50. And then I'll go. It's like kind of effectively drugging your friend, which is like fucked up. But like, I know he's gonna do it, and like sometimes in some like I'll never lie about a milligrammage. But like, if my friend's like, I want an edible, and he'll be like, how many are they? I'll be like, they're 25. He's like, give me half. I'll be like, just take them. Just take it. Just take it. And he'll be like, and then he'll eat it. And then he'll be like slumped on the couch eating a whole bag of Doritos for like an hour.
Hero while taking care of your friends and also avoiding doing drugs. Now, this job might suck depending on how everybody's trip goes, but avoiding doing hallucinogenics with acquaintances in a strange, musty college basement is our main focus at the moment. Plus, you get to see people you don't really like make asses out of themselves and maybe have a bad trip, and then they learn something about themselves that you already knew.
Joe is telling us to use peer pressure? No. Dude, if anything, y'all I say peer pressure is fucking awful. If somebody says no, that just means no, right? Like, don't push them on to saying yes. But you guys peer pressure me, and then you're saying I'm promoting peer pressuring. Whatever I meant, like, dude, I'll go live, and people will be like, get high! Hit your cart, pussy!
So, that's fun. And finally, number 3, we have people who wear pajama pants outside. These people are an issue. They're a problem. They're a real problem. I want to say it's okay to have friends like this. Everyone gives up at one point in their life. They just did it a lot earlier than most people.
I hate when people wear pajamas to the gym, dude. I know half of y'all probably do that. Don't do it. Wear sweatpants.
That being said, due to their all-around lack of giving a shit, they can go down some pretty dark paths. These guys are the ones who are doing shit that will really take your life down a peg, like needles. You know, nothing good comes from needles. Now, that being said, I don't think you have a lot to say to these guys when they offer you drugs, because they probably won't offer them to you, because people who do hard drugs like this usually don't want to share them. But if they do try and push hard drugs on you, tell them to go fuck themselves and walk away from the situation. It sucks when people are in the grips of, you know, addiction, and you kind of watch them waste away, but it's not your job. That got sad. That got sad. Anyway. Now, like any good government official, I'm going to use scare tactics to make sure the youth doesn't get caught up on them pills. But unlike the government, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to give you real God-given anecdotes that happened when people did drugs and it went really poorly, and you tell me the next time you want to light up a doobie, you fucking degenerate. Warning, I'm going to talk about penises, using those penises, bodily mutilation, and other whack-ass shit. So if you don't want to hear about those things, I suggest skip to this timestamp.
I remember way back, didn't people used to say smoking weed made you gay? Or some shit like that. That was like to like deter people from like using marijuana or something. I gotta Google that. I feel like people used that as like a fear tactic or some shit. I'm Googling smoking weed makes you gay. Wow, they literally have an article called Does Cannabis Make You Gay? Smoking weed won't make you bang a guy. Yo, you know somebody read that article and they're like, oh, thank God. I was getting a little nervous there.
And for everyone else who's still here, let's just get right into it. How about the guy who couldn't stop masturbating? Let's talk about him. Salem, Oregon. A man on meth starts masturbating in a bar. Par for the course, what I would imagine is going on in Salem, Oregon. However, this man took enough meth to kill a healthy pony. So, you know, he was really determined to get the job done, if you know what I'm saying. Cops show up, try and detain him and deter him, but he was too quick and too fast with it, so he ran into the bathroom and locked himself in there. This went on for hours, and yet he kept going at it. So the cops bust in the door and hit him with the old Z27, and while being tased, guess what? Didn't even phase the fella. Became a superhuman off that meth and jerked off to his heart's content. Undeterred, unfazed, this man had a mission.
God, what do you do as a cop if you fucking tase somebody and they just keep yanking it? Just staring at you? I'd be like, oh my God. This is fucking horrifying.
Gotta respect it. You know, he probably had a good willpower before he did the meth, I would
You're
assume.
like, stop it! Stop it! And he's like, no!
In total, 15 cops had to show up to make this man stop touching himself, and he only stopped touching himself once they put handcuffs on him, because he physically couldn't do it anymore. Don't do meth. Don't do meth. Number 2, we have another penis story, and this one is much more horrific. I'm not kidding. Columbus, Ohio, where any good story takes place, there was a man 41 years old who decided to push his limits when taking mushrooms. He eventually stumbled into his old middle school grounds, and the people called the cops because all of a sudden he was covered in blood and screaming. But you know what the cops saw when they first showed up on the scene? It was a man ripping off his own penis. Like it was some fucking...
Oh!
tag on a shirt that was irritating your neck. It took 6 officers to subdue
Oh my God! Yo, he ripped off his own dick? Stop.
him and put him in the ambulance. And I kind of get it. I mean, I don't know where he was at mentally, but 6 dudes showing up and throwing you in a van is probably the last thing you want in this situation. And it was later discovered that after he got the old tallywhacker off, he was then trying to claw off his scrotum. You know, there's levels to doing hallucinogenics that are so stupid. And finally, last but not least, we have all the shit people in Florida do. Just, you know, the whole list. I don't want to talk shit about Florida that much. It's been overdone. But a lot of them are doing drugs. A lot of them are on drugs. We have to give them that. We have that
Florida meth lab seizures.
A lot of them are on drugs. We have to give him that. We have that famous story out of Miami where that dude, you know, snorted bath salts and ate someone's face. Do we remember that? Also, in Fort Myers, a carnival worker on bath salts got naked and broke into a house. And that's not the crazy part. I'm gonna list all the shit he did once he got into the house. In this order, he emptied their vacuum bag on the carpet, kind of a dick move. Masturbated, par for the course once again. Pooped on the floor, ramping up. Pooped on the floor again, 2 times a pattern. Then rubbed his face all over their clothing, once again, just kind of a dick move. And then he started drinking the remaining contents of the vacuum cleaner. But he didn't eat anyone's face, so, you know, I would say that's a win. So obviously drugs are pretty messed up. Just don't do drugs, and if you are gonna do drugs, let's go by the rule, everything in moderation. Drugs are bad, okay? But you know it's not bad, liking, commenting, and subscribing. New videos every Saturday. Thanks for...
That was an insane video. Oh my God. Torin for the sub, floating for the thread. I smoked weed and now I'm a lesbian. No, the cannabis made me like women. Case for the sub, Finn for the sub. Alfie for the 378. When's the next Ready or Not stream? Plus W charity. When is the next Ready or Not stream? Probably maybe like a week and a half from now. There's just a new Pacific Drive's coming out next Thursday. I'm doing Hell Divers, which is a new game Wednesday. So, and Killer Frequency we just started. So we like already started a bunch of new games. So I don't know, but Ready or Not we will play again. I'll definitely be playing that a lot. I'm just not in a rush because it's like I can play it whenever. You know, it's still it's not a time-based game. Carly for the 854 to NAACP. I'm Sunny. Owen for the sub, floating for the 3. I was smoking since I was 11. My parents would offer it to me. I'm in the process of quitting a month sober. Well, it's good that you're a month sober. Poison to B Brasswell for the sub, Shay for the 3. I dated a heroin addict. Wow. That was really eye-opening to see because he would act so irrational just to be any type of high, even though he was on methadone to help with his addiction. That is nuts. Delaware and XX True for the sub. Did you start dating him when he was on heroin? Jazzy for the sub. Kun and Vibes for the sub. Torin for the sub. Are we at the shotgun? No, we're not. We're 966. $966.47. Almost at the shotgun liquid death. Chat, if you want to donate, exclamation point NAACP. It is linked in the pinned chat right now by Fiddledinks. I appreciate any amount. I'll read it just like a Bitono. We're trying to raise 2K. If we hit it, we hit it. We don't, we don't. We're still raising a great amount of money for a good cause. W Black History Month and W Charity, by the way. But, yeah. Hold up. I gotta go pee. I already know I peed, but I've been chugging this water. So y'all gotta count me down. I'll be back in 30 seconds, and we'll start next video. We're back. Carter for the sub. Canuck for the sub. Post it on TikTok real quick. Hold up. Okay. Next video. Tallest kid in the world. 10-year-old with gigantism.
Somebody for the first time, what do you hope they think?
This kid is 10 years old? How? I'm pretty sure I am 6'3".
Oh my god! He's taller than me. And he's 10.
And favorite sport is basketball tied with football.
What do the other kids do?
What is gigantism? Is that just you're gonna be big? Gigantism. A very rare condition that happens when a child or adolescent has high levels of growth hormone in their body, which causes them to grow very tall. Early diagnosis to prevent excessive height. Yo, that is nuts. Dude, he's the size of like a varsity linebacker, and he's 10. What is that, like 3rd grade?
When you show up to your football or basketball games?
Like, that kid playing? Listen to this game.
Is there anything you want other parents
Yo,
to do?
that's like mad unfair, though. Oh my god. Imagine going to your 10-year-old son's basketball game, and on the opposing team is this kid.
To their children about Jace.
I would love for everyone to know that he is a normal 10-year-old kid. He may not look the way you would envision a 10-year-old kid, but he is that normal 10-year-old kid.
Like, at school, people get kids to take me for a teacher. I know I'm tall, but, like, ain't that smart to be a teacher.
When he was 3 or 4 and would act like a 3 or 4-year-old, people would give me bad looks as if I wasn't.
Oh my god. Yeah, at this age, I mean, like, he could still act like normal. He just looks older. But when he was 4, he probably looked 10. And people were like, dude, what are you doing with your kid?
Disciplining my child because they thought he was probably 9 or 10 and acting this way. But he was just a toddler and acting the way that he was supposed to.
Why are you so much taller than everyone else?
I'm pretty sure it's called, what's it called? Like, gigantism.
He has a rare form of gigantism because normally people don't start showing symptoms until they're around the age of 13. And he shown symptoms even before birth.
Before birth? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. You had to squeeze him out? Jesus. Buddy probably popped out 35 pounds, ready to go. Standing up, wearing a suit and tie. Just fucking boss baby.
So when he was in utero, we did a scan at 35 weeks, and it showed he was already around 8.5 pounds.
Wow.
And that's large even for a full-term baby. So at birth, he weighed 12 pounds, 1 ounce, but he was 26 inches long.
What did you think when you...
Yo. He was 26 inches. He was over 2 feet tall coming out of the womb. How tall is an average infant? How tall is an average infant? 18 to 19 inches. Wow. Dude.
Your mom told you that you had gigantism.
Straight to the NBA.
You were pumped up?
Yeah. Just call the Lakers now.
If you could send a message to...
You should really... Dude, I feel like everybody always just goes, I want to go to the NBA. Bro. I'm going to have a take here. Become a sumo wrestler. If you're that big, become a sumo wrestler, bro. I'm telling you. Move to Japan. You're going to be making mad... I don't know how much money they make. but they got like a lot of respect there.
To the Lakers, what would you say?
Offensive lineman? Yeah, football would also be an option. Become a WWE wrestler.
Watch
Just be
out,
the next big show.
LeBron. Watch out, LeBron.
If I was to tell you he looked into the camera and told LeBron James he was coming for him, would you be surprised?
I would not be surprised, and I would not be surprised that
I'll say
that
it
would
again,
happen.
too.
That would happen, absolutely.
I'll say it again too.
Oh my goodness,
Is that pretty par for the course?
it is.
You want me to say it again?
Oh my goodness, he is very confident with himself. I love that.
It sounds like you're proud to be who you are.
Yes.
Who taught you to feel that way?
My mom.
I want him to be confident. He can accomplish anything that he wants to. He puts the effort behind.
Were you always taller than everybody else?
I was 5'1" in kindergarten.
Yo! Oh my god! That is fucking so... Yo, at kindergarten, motherfuckers were probably like, yo, Jesus Christ.
So,
Playing fucking tag on the playground. Oh.
yeah, basically.
What are you holding there, Jace?
Nobody would tag him. He was like, you're it. You got to try and chase me. And they're like, no.
Full record book.
Are you in there?
Yeah.
For what?
Tallest kid, most crayons held in one hand.
Tell me about this record.
I don't know what to say.
Well, I'll tell him. So first he has the world record for between the ages of 7 and 9. He is the tallest.
Somebody said I'm 32 and I was only 2 inches taller than him when he was in kindergarten. He was taller than people I know. Like, there are grown women and men that are like 5 feet tall.
This kid also, back in May of 2020.
Yo, imagine being I'm not trying to diss you, though. I'm really not trying to diss you, though. But imagine you, like, pick a fight with this kid when he was in kindergarten and he beat you up. Like, imagine getting beat up by a kindergartner. Yo, that would be crazy. And you lose.
He competed for another record that another child already had.
Like, you know that hypothetical y'all would give me on, like, how many kindergartners I think I could take in a fight? If he's one of them, I think that number just drastically decreases. Because he's going to be the focus of the fight. Like, or like, how many he's in 5th grade. How many 5th graders could you take in a fight? I don't know if I'd beat him in a fight. I mean, I think I got more muscle than him, but, like, he is actually just bigger than me. Like, he could probably just fucking kill me. He's the final boss.
But since
You take that bet. It's a Mr. Beast video. Mr. Beast is like, all right, you got to beat these 10 5th graders up. And it's this guy, and he's like, all right, man, let's get it going. I'm pretty confident. They just start playing like, da-da, 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 and he comes out of the floor. And he's like 6'3", 250, and you're like, oh my god.
he has extra large hands, he wanted to try to see if he could beat it. And so he held 103 crayons in his hand, beating the record.
I could have done more, but we ran out of crayons.
Can I see your hands? So those are the world famous hands that held 103 crowns?
You can see next
Oh,
to
I
mine.
call them crowns. Get him out of here.
I'm pretty sure this is the hand he actually
And I
held.
have pretty big hands, but yours are way bigger.
If you could push a button to choose if you had gigantism again, would you do it?
I pressed it 100 times, yeah.
So life is better tall?
Yes, to me. Probably not better to someone else, but it's better to me.
What is it like though?
Well, it's more so he wants to mitigate how tall he's gonna get. Cause like if he 7 feet tall, that's like NBA. But if he gets to the point where he's like 8 feet tall, that's gonna be like a problem.
Walk into your classroom and look down at everyone.
It's like people have to do like this to even see my face. I have to do like to the floor to see them.
What do you think when you're looking down at everyone?
Like, I'm gonna duck on you, on you, on you, on you.
What's the first thing you think about when you wake up in the morning?
Okay, I'm gonna dunk on these people and get this over with.
Bro's entire mindset is basketball.
It's gonna be an easy game.
Talk to me about the reactions other parents and children have when he arrives at his sports games.
A lot of times they believe that he's an older child, that he is,
Yeah, the other parents on the other team. Who let this fucking 20-year-old on the fucking field? My kid's 3.5 feet tall. What the fuck is this? But he set up a screen. My kid's in the hospital.
an older teenage person. Even when he was 7 or 8 years old, they would think that he's 15 or 16.
What do the other kids say when you dominate in sports?
Like, this is unfair. This is just unfair. He gonna get every rebound, poster us.
They say it's unfair?
Yeah.
And what do you think?
I mean, it is unfair. No, it's definitely unfair. he's 10.
Like, easy game. Well,
Easy game, skill diff. Easy game, skill diff. You just fucking standing dunks on them.
20, easy.
What do you want the other kids you're going to play in sports to know?
You losing that game, hope you know that.
But a lot of children on opposite teams would get intimidated because...
Yo, imagine 8 years from now, we see him, like, go to the NBA, and we all, even though I'd be done social media, we all look back, and, like, there's, like, 1,000 of us watching the NBA draft, and we're like, oh, my God, that's that fucking kid. That's that kid from 8 years ago. He's, like, fucking 7 feet tall now.
Is so much taller and larger than anyone on their team, anyone on his team. So he does stand out.
He's cocky. Well, I mean, it's kind of hard not to be self-confident when you are literally like a foot taller than anybody else that you're going against.
Greatly. It gets a lot of questions, for sure.
Do you ever feel bad when you're dunking on kids 2 feet shorter than you?
Not really. They want to play one-on-one, they get dunked on. That's the...
Nah, he should really play football because that'd be fucking hilarious. Oh, that'd be so funny, dude. Going to a fucking line, like a football lineup game, he's like an O lineman, and he just fucking, just wide hands blocks the entire front line. Just all the defensive linemen, he just fucking, just wide hands, just fucking holds them. They can't even push him.
That's the rule.
Wrestling? Oh, yeah, it would be terrifying to wrestle against him.
It's me.
Do you tackle the other kids in football?
Yeah.
Is it easy to tackle other kids? Is it?
Oh, he does play football.
I just run until my pinky fingers fall to the ground.
I don't know that Jason has ever tackled anyone. He just
could put somebody in a coma.
Pushes them, and they fall.
Oh, my God. Yo, if he tackled somebody, he'd kill them. Imagine he's fucking on a 5th grade football team. And he's like a fucking safety or some shit for some reason. They catch the ball and he just nails them and fucking falls on that and crushes their ribcage.
How many other kids do they usually put on you to tackle you?
The whole
2
team.
or 3.
2 or 3. 3 kids just crowding around him.
So if it's just one, do they just hang off of you?
That coach starts losing hair mid-game. He's like, yeah, I'm a 5th grade football coach. You know, I'm just trying to help the team. It's a pretty easy job. This kid walks on the field. Coach just starts ripping his hair out, getting stressed as shit. He's like, all right, we're gonna run a screenplay. I don't know what we're gonna fucking do here, man. I have no idea.
Yeah, basically.
What do you think?
Everybody just guard him. All right, and leave everybody else.
What's happening?
Easiest touchdown of my life.
Easiest touchdown.
Or I just stiff arm them.
I have seen you just walking away and they're just hanging off of you.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah.
My camera is there where we can see ourselves.
Yeah.
What do you think when you see yourself?
He's way bigger than this guy.
Like, I don't like seeing myself for some reason.
Do you want me to flip it around?
No, fine.
Do you like when people talk about your height?
Yes.
So it's interesting because you like talking about it. You're proud of the fact you're so tall, like you should be. I'm really happy you're proud of yourself. I wish everybody in the world could be proud of who they are. But at the same time, you're not a fan of seeing yourself.
Yeah.
Do you know the reason that you don't like seeing yourself?
No. I don't know the reason why.
What type of emotion is it?
Like, I sound different as I think I sound.
Do you mean like that?
Oh, that is so relatable. When you hear yourself on video and you sound way different than you feel that you sound, it's also probably pretty hard for him to express how he feels because he's 10.
Feeling when somebody hears their own voice when you're like, oh man,
It's awful.
sound...
Yeah, that's Brady. When Brady played Lethal Company with me, he was like, watching back this VOD, I just fucking hate my voice. Your voice is fine, Brady. Relax.
like that. Are you saying that you get that when you see yourself, that same feeling?
Yeah.
Gigantism was the diagnosis. Normally what happens is that there is a growth on your pituitary gland that constantly allows the growth hormone to be released. And normally you just have that released at certain points during your life to allow for growth. But with this, it's constant. So there never is a point where he is not growing. So he has increased height, increased weight, increased hunger, increased thirst. Just it just multiplies everything together.
Tell me all about your granny.
She's nice, sweet, and
always have food.
Tell me about Jace's appetite.
Oh, he's got a big appetite. Yeah, I think he likes just about everything.
Do you feel hungry often?
Yo, one of the greatest memories, bro, when your grandparents would buy you fast food. Don't know if that's relatable. Be going out with my grandpa. He'd be like, you want to stop at Wendy's? I'd be like, what are you, God? Because you always ask your parents, they're like, we have food at home.
Yeah.
What is your favorite thing to do with your granny?
Help her cook.
He's very helpful. He likes to help me. Ask me, can I help? Can I do it? Or he's very good. Very sweet boy.
One day, when he is a few years older, what they will have to do is
They're going to have to do a surgery.
Have a surgery, which we are not looking forward to.
No.
And it will remove the growth from his pituitary gland, and it will stop the growth hormone from being released, which he is sad.
Mom, I want to be 10 feet tall. Come on. Come on, Mom. What the fuck?
About he does want to be 7 foot tall.
I ain't gonna be 7 foot tall.
Can you talk about why it's necessary to remove the growth from the pituitary gland?
I'd say let him get 7'2" and then remove it. Just my take. He'd be in the NBA. He'd be in the NBA. If we're being real, he'd be in the fucking NBA. If you know somebody over, what is it? If you know somebody over 7 feet, there's like a 1 in 10 chance they're in the NBA right now.
Yes, it will stop growth not only for his height, it will stop growth for his organs as well. With gigantism, it's not just
that's probably the bigger issue.
Outwardly things that you see that are enlarged. His organs are enlarged. His heart, kidneys, liver, everything will be enlarged and continue to grow as well. So in the past, what has happened is it has limited the lifespan for these other people in the past that have had this diagnosis to where they don't get to live a long life like most other people do. That eventually.
He gets to the NBA. LeBron's 48. Yeah, LeBron's still in the NBA at 52 years old. Still dunking.
Will, unfortunately, cause their death prematurely. But normally around 30 to 40 years of age.
You think his son's going to go to the NBA? His son had a heart attack recently. What's his son's name? Bronny? You think he's going to be in the NBA, chat? I don't know how good he is. I'm pretty sure he's D1 now.
Just a lifespan for someone in the past that has had this, but now
how do you have a heart attack? I think it was at practice or some shit.
They're able to do this procedure and ensure that they are able to live a nice long life.
What is your biggest hope for Jace's future?
I just want him to be healthy. Don't want to get too tall and too big because everything keeps growing if you don't do something, and I don't want him to have any health problems. Live a long life, and He's my good boy.
Well, the taller you are, the shorter your lifespan usually is. So if you're short, that's the one thing you can, you know, be like, wow, I have a one-up on you, you know? Short people live longer than tall people. If you're like 5 feet tall, there's a much higher chance that you will live longer than somebody that's like 7 feet tall. Like people that are 7 feet tall, like usually don't live into their like 80s. Like Shaq, I mean, he's also a billionaire and he could probably buy a million things, but like, how old is Shaq? Well, Shaq's 7'1", and he's 51. Like, Shaq probably wouldn't live till, like, I mean, I'm just making my guesses here, but I doubt he's going to live to, like, 80. Like, when you're 7 feet tall, it's like, you're going to have more health problems. D-Dog for the sub, Val for the 10, Savage Kiara, Arthur Truitt for the sub, Pressy for the 10 to NAACP. He's cocky because he's mentally 10, yeah. Dolan for the 2. What is your streams and videos? Help me throughout the day, waking up in the morning. I've been watching for 6 months now, and you're helping so much. That's all I can donate right now. Love you, Joe. Thank you for the fucking nice message. Thank you for the 2. To NAACP. Face Bacon for the sub. Cookie for the 1. I've been following for 3 years. I've been good at chatter and mutuals and Zeus. It doesn't really matter. I never been timed out. I was wondering if I have a shot in VIP. I do see you in my chat a lot. Have you actually been following for fucking 3 years? Maybe on a different account. Or you're saying 3 years, what, on TikTok? Yeah, maybe sometime in the future. I just VIP'd like fucking 4 people in the last 2 weeks, though, so I don't want to VIP too many people, but in the future, yeah. Vamped number for the sub, T Cavill for the 10 to NAACP. I want to say that I've been the most depressed ever in my life, but you've helped me got through some of my rough days. Thank you so much. Thank you for the 10. And I'm sorry you're dealing with depression. What I'm going to say, bro, is just push through that shit. I know it might be rough right now, but life gets better, right? Even if it's shitty right now, you're going to have ups and downs. Some of the downs might be a while, but that's a part of life, bro. Thank you for the 10. I'm glad I could help, and I'm sorry you're going through that. Jamie for the 3. I took 10 hits from one of my friend's carts. One time I started listening to some weird shit on YouTube, greened out and threw up so much. Carter Canuck and Vibes for the sub. Little for the sub. Quentin for the 3. What are some hobbies you have outside of streaming, gaming, or weightlifting? Gambling. Philosophy is like more of a passion, I would say, than a hobby. No. Yeah, no, I wouldn't say gambling counts as a hobby. I'm really into movies. I love movies. I don't know. I would say I watch like in my free time, I watch movies a lot. Outside of gaming, streaming, or weightlifting, yeah, movies, I really love movies. Like good movie series. Individual movies. I like really finding niche ones too. I also think that's in part because like when I'm eating an edible, I want to watch something. Little for the sub, Skedaddly for the 3. Why do you think it'll become inconvenient? When you're above 6'5" is usually when things become inconvenient in terms of daily life.
Are there any complications that come with being so tall? Complications, like things that make it a little tricky or difficult?
Oh yeah, like if you're tall, you're not as fast as everybody else.
Yeah.
That's a disadvantage in like all the sports you play. But like in baseball, I'm a hard hitter, so I always go last.
I believe the other negative thing, other than just the health aspect, is
You
how
can play every sport.
this world is not set up for someone to be so tall.
Okay, I'm done watching this. It's getting repetitive, but it was a W video. Next video, chat. AI-generated videos just changed forever. Oh, God, I had fucking snot in my nose. Yeesh. TD for the 3. So I've been VIP for 8 months. Glad I could be here and found you. W, Joe, appreciate you. Thank you. AI-generated videos just changed forever. Lock in here, chat.
All right, so
What other videos do we have, by the way? Oh, yeah, worst disorders and then all this other shit. Did you guys see the new AI update, though? I mean, this is what it's about now, but, like, the new AI that they're rolling out can generate realistic videos that are indiscernible from reality.
All right, so this is simultaneously really impressive and really frightening at the same time, and it's hitting me in ways that I didn't really expect. So do you remember Will Smith eating spaghetti? Do you remember when this was what AI-generated videos look like? Remember when we said, okay, this AI stuff is...
And it was funny, right? And people were like, oh, craft this, do this, and it would just be like a... Dude, that was like a year ago. Like, literally a year ago. People would post those videos where they'd take an image and then they'd let AI fuck with it and it would, like, transform it, but it would look, like, so low poly. And it was like, oh,
cool and all, but
this is kind of funny.
Clearly there's a long way to go before there's any need for concern. Well, welcome to the future, people, because this is also an AI-generated video.
That is nuts.
And so is this, completely synthesized out of thin air by computers. This one, too. This is not real.
Oh
Absolutely
my God. Like, that just looks like a guy. Like, that doesn't even look... Like, not even like a high-quality video game. That looks like past 4K graphics.
Ridiculous how far we've come in literally 1 year. This does feel like another ChatGPT, DALL-E moment for AI. And
It's
maybe
just CGI? Yeah, but it's like fast generate. Like, it's not like somebody like a CGI artist that's like doing this shit. It's just like AI like, oh, make this. And then it just fucking instantly shows you somebody walking in New York City or some shit. King for the 1,000 biddies. You see that Jinxie and Queso are live together. What are they doing? Are they in person?
I saw that someone else bought you this. This can be a backup one just in case, from Haley.
Oh, woman sent you a maid
You
outfit?
sent me a maid outfit.
They're just spamming X's with one L at the end.
Where is Queso even from?
No. Ooh, it's got my little
Arkansas? Okay, so they're actually kind of close.
Those what I think
Because
these are
Jinxie's
for?
from Florida.
What?
Oh no, it's like a hat.
What'd you think it was? What'd you think it was?
Put it on. Bro, would you at least put these on?
Yo, that's like the exact maid costume I wore a few years ago.
Even fit in this. All right, next stream I'm back. I'm doing a butt naked maid costume. Hey, watch. Next time I spark up, butt naked maid costume. Yo, appreciate you, Haley.
Dude, that's
Oh
insane.
my
That's
God.
actually crazy, bro.
Appreciate that, Haley.
Okay, let me grab another one. This one's like gigantic. I don't even...
Dude, he has 156,000 viewers.
Dress. Oh, there we go. All right, let's see what this is.
Yo, also, motherfuckers make fun of Queso for being big. He's not. I wouldn't even say he's fat.
50% queso, 10%.
Like, I would say Queso's a big guy, but he doesn't look like, he just looks like he would be a beefy dude. Like, he's not fat.
You can tell it's a note because it says a note on it.
Bro, did he like run this through paint? I'm a 19-year-old college student in California. I painted this in my dorm. I recently made a 3D animated short film about you. It would mean a lot if you would check it out. It's on YouTube called A Day in the Life of Jinxie animated short. Bro, I actually watched that, Jack. Wait, what?
Love you message.
He painted this in his... Why did it have to be this picture?
Yeah, that motherfucker spent like 3 hours to fucking paint him that. Yo, I gotta do fan mail. That shit would be so fun. Fuck. Maybe this summer. Maybe this summer I would open one. Open a P.O. box. Certified for the sub, fluffiest for the 3. Me watching security camera footage of a crime I didn't commit, but seriously, these man-made horrors need to be regulated before they get out of hand. Nick for the 3. What is the worst grade you've gotten in your life? How did you deal with it? You inspired me with all you do. A 13. On a biology quiz, I got a 13. I got almost every question wrong. I was pretty upset. And then I started studying. But I've gotten like a lot of 50s. In college, the worst grade I've gotten is like a 70. Like a 75. Like, I haven't really failed anything in college. Because I'm trying, you know? But in high school, there were a lot of things that I failed. Certified for the sub. King for the 1,000 at ease. All right, lock back in here, chat.
Yeah, I'm overreacting because, okay, I'm a video creator, so an AI that's actually doing...
Please say on his stream this is better. Then go watch his stream page. Then go watch his stream page. If it's so much more entertaining than the Joe Bart stream.
Facts, man. See?
I'll watch one
I
more.
ate more than him today. Literally.
That's true.
Yeah. So what are you ordering from McDonald's later?
I might get whatever you get.
Okay, I'll do like 20 nuggets. You'll do 40? 20.
20.
20. 20.
Because I get 10. I get full after like 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah. What?
You get full after 10
Yeah,
nuggets?
10 nuggets. You don't believe me?
No, I believe you.
You do?
Yeah.
Bet that.
Let's just...
Dude, I keep hitting my knee on your bed.
Someone
this
said...
room isn't made for me.
Someone said so you can wrap...
All right, I'm not going to continue watching this. I'll watch the fucking clips that they make of it on TikTok later. Lock in here, chat.
My job, maybe that feels a little more threatening, so I'm particularly impressed by it, but also this stuff is really good. So today, Sam Altman and OpenAI announced a new model called Sora, and it can generate full up to 1 minute video clips from just text input. So the same way DALL-E was able to understand...
Yeah, this is going to be a problem. Yeah, this is going to be a societal issue.
Text input and turn it into a photorealistic or stylized image or whatever you want. Same thing with Sora, but now since it's videos, it also needs to understand how all these things like reflections and textures and materials and physics all interact with each other over time to make a reasonable looking video. And
I just think that I don't know if it's ever going to happen, but the second AI can be creative, it's over. No, like every job is now useless. Like almost every job. The second AI can think in the sense of not needing an input to have a good and unique output every time, and AGI people are actively working towards it, I don't see why that would be a good thing. Sniper of the Sub, I could see where it would be good in certain aspects, but it would be like I'd be out of a job. If an AI creator can exist, there is no need for influencers. There's no need for actors. There's no need for comedians or anything, right? Like the second you can make up shit, I think AI could be creative to an extent. I don't know if I think that computers could be creative to the point of making up stories that are so in-depth and funny or like relatable. Sniper for the Sub, only for the 3. But technically, AI would have the input that of multiple lifespans of people's experiences. And relatability is just about experience. And so if AI can have experience, then they have relatability, and then they can do almost anything. Only Alex for the 3. Hope you're going to have a good day. Remember, Cam is always watching down on you. Thank you for the fucking 300 biddies. Nick for the 10 says you're at 1,000. After this video, I'll shotgun the liquid death. Arby's for the sub. Nick for the 3. Certified Fluffy is for the 3. I already watched that. All right. I already read that.
And of course, right away, there's a bunch of examples.
You think AI will replace us? No. Do you think AI will replace us, chat? I think it'll replace a lot of jobs, but I think the government's going to end up putting something in place that ensures that you can't have AI. Like, if you want my honest take, I'm going to have the presumption that the government would put in place a certain percentage of jobs for businesses that would need to be filled by real people. I think they're going to allow the use of AI in big corporations, but I think they're going to put in a restriction to the effect that you're only allowed to have 60% of your work be done by AI. Squid for the 3. If I were to come to your doorstep with a plate of sushi, would you eat it with me? No, I would probably punch you in the face and call the cops on you. Hypothetically, it would mean that it could solve all of our problems, but odds are governments and such won't let that happen, so instead of a utopia, it would likely not be great. Well, yeah. I think if it was really good computers, then it would be different.
On their website that are crazy. Now, before I show you these, I just need you to keep this in mind. You're about to watch a bunch of AI-generated videos, and you know that you're about to watch a bunch of AI-generated content. So your brain, you're already looking for this stuff, and it's not perfect. You will find imperfections, but not everybody who sees AI-generated content on the internet knows to be looking for that, so also keep that in mind. This is also the worst that this technology is going to be from here on out. So, okay, here's one of the videos. There's no audio to any of these clips, but the prompt for this one is A stylish woman walks down a Tokyo street filled with warm, glowing neon and animated city signage. She wears a black leather jacket, a long red dress, and black boots. This video is already miles ahead of where we were. It has accurate lighting, it has materials, it has skin tones, movements, it even has reflections all over the place. Now, of course, if you look at it...
Am I wrong, though, that you can tell that it's fake by the background people? Like, this you can't notice it, but back here, it's not. Like, you could tell that
for
they're
more than
walking
about
all
10
weird.
seconds very closely. There are lots of giveaways. Like, this dude in the background kind of looks like he's...
It looks like they're kind of, like, just floating.
Gliding in a weird way. The frame rates and the reflections in the water are, for some reason, lower than the rest of the video. The camera movement overall is just a bit inconsistent.
It's still just... It looks much better than what it was, like, 6 months ago.
Just, I don't know, it just kind of feels a little bit off. But then again, this is where we were 1 year ago. So just keep that in the back of your head for all this. Okay, how about this one? This is another one which has a long prompt about a camera following behind a white vintage SUV with a black roof rack as it speeds up a steep dirt road. This is also, again, really good. It kind of looks a little more video gamey because of how rock solid the drone footage is, but clearly very usable. Here's another one. A litter of golden retriever puppies playing in the snow. Their heads pop in and out of the snow, covered.
Stop! That looks so real.
In it. It's so good. It feels like the physics of the fur and the ears.
Oh, see, and the fact that it's making me go aw, and it's not real.
Ears and everything with the snow flying around.
It's not real, dude. This isn't real.
In slow motion is incredible. I've looked through all of the sample videos on OpenAI's website, and
yeah, that's making me think, like, definitively, though, if AI is able to make shit like that at one point, I'm gonna be like, damn, what if, like, we're in a fucking simulation? Like, it'll dead-ass feel like The Truman Show, the movie. If it gets to that point, especially if they can, like, integrate AI into, like, more of, like, a VR experience, that would be, like, utterly terrifying. Nick for the 3. I also have a pillow with your face on it. You should watch Dark Viper AU.
Clearly, these are the hand-picked best ones that they chose to share, where they just put in some text and then get a video and don't modify it. But there's really impressive stuff in there. Some of it has humans, some of it doesn't. Some of it is more realistic feeling, like the truck driving one, but some of them are more video gamey or more stylized. A lot of it is slow motion. I just have to say, how insanely fast these models are improving is genuinely, like, that's the shocking part. Like, I remember not even that many months ago, DALL-E 3, really, really high end, and you could always still find something off about it. Like, especially if you ask it for something like a photorealistic image of a human, something about, like, the hands or the ears would always just be a little bit off. Never mind the physics. But even this video here is...
That looks genuinely just real, though.
Crazy.
Like, I wouldn't be able to tell. I wouldn't be able to tell the difference of that. If you just had this on TikTok, I'd be like, oh, it's just some dude reading.
At first glance, the prompt for this AI-generated video is a young man in his 20s is sitting on a piece of a cloud in the sky reading a book. This one feels like 90% of the way there for me. Like, it's beyond the uncanny valley of, like, Apple's personas, which are actually based on humans. This is a made-up person. I mean, his eyes are kind of weird, and the motion of the pages in the book are kind of odd. And yeah, obviously he's in a cloud, and that's a giveaway, but, like, the lighting and the
looks
shadows.
Like a music video? Dude, it does look like a fucking music video.
And the skin tones, and then all the realism of the textures on the shirt, and the way the shirt and the pants move, and the hair, they're all really impressive. And then for this one...
All right, I'm not watching this anymore. It's just going to keep going through it. Interesting, though. Next video. The worst disorders in human history. Lock in.
These are the worst mental and physical disorders in human history that nobody talks about.
Joe, look at donos. Oh, I did read them already. Oh, wait, no. Do I have to shotgun that fucking liquid death? Okay. All right, hold up. I gotta go get a key real quick. Count me down. Yo, while we're doing this, exclamation point NAACP. You know, fucking donate. We're about to shotgun a fucking 24-ounce liquid death, which is gonna suck ass, but... you know, fucking donate to the charity. It's for Black Rights. Fucking great charity. All right. Count me down 30 seconds. I'm about to go get the key real quick. What song do we rip this to, chat? It's ice cold. I wish it was warm. I feel like it'd be easier if it was warm. Funk music. The Steve Will Do It intro. Dun, dun, psh, dun, 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 dun. No. Mod, ban the person that just said the N-word in my chat, please. Thank you. Freebird. What about this? Nah, that ain't that epic. Freebird would be good. Freebird would actually be kind of fire. And the VOD viewers aren't going to hear it. Oh, that's going to suck. The guitar solo on Freebird. Hold up. Hold up. I got to key it first. I rip this in 5 seconds. No, it's going to be a little bit longer. Oh my god. Oh my god. How many ounces is that? 19.2. Not 24. Oh. Oh. Dude, being sick, I couldn't even breathe. Chat, don't say ew. Stop. Seabass for the 5 gifted. Thank you for the 5 gifted fucking subs, Seabass. I appreciate that shit. Oh. Coconut for the 3. My whole life I've been afraid to tell people from due to hate about my country. What? Right now we are at war and a lot of people are saying things on social media that are untrue. I've never been able to speak my own language in a few places. I'm not religious. I spent 8 out of my 15 years of my life in Europe. I want to get over my fear and be true to myself and my family. What do I do? Be true to yourself and your family, man. Don't let other people's thoughts control your life. Is what I'm going to say. The cookie for the 1. VIP doesn't really matter. I want to help you in some ways I can. I know if it's not a mod app from 2 years ago with the blue DX Racer chair. Okay. Log for the 5. Lord knows I can't change. Neek for the 3. I already read that. Holy shit. Alaska for the sub. Yeah, I'm going to have to pee so many times, chat. It's actually probably good that we ripped that near the end of stream. Not near the end of stream, but near the later half of the stream. Ugh. Okay. When is stream ending? Not for a bit. We still got a few more videos to watch. Alright, lock in here, chat. Lock in. Worst disorders in human history.
Number 5. Boanthropy. Although it may sound fake, boanthropy is a mental disorder in which a person believes they're a cow. Not only do they think they're a cow...
There's no way that's a fucking thing. That's like a genetic disorder that you believe that you're a cow. Somebody redeemed headset that. I could perceive that being like a disorder where you kind of dissociate into believing you're something else, but there's no way it's specifically you think you're a cow.
But they act like one too by walking on all 4s, eating grass, and making cow noises. The worst thing of all is that these people develop this out of nowhere after living completely normal lives. But studies do show it's closely linked to schizophrenia. Sadly, when these people are found in public, they're extremely malnourished and typically on the verge of death from crawling around all day and only eating grass. The first real case of this dates back to the year 1000 when the Prince of Bide started making cow noises and asked that he'd be killed so his meat and flesh could be consumed. However, there's also a biblical text that dates back to—
Bro, no way that's a fucking real thing. Since the year 1000, there have been people that have randomly just gone, okay, I'm a cow now, and just had to go fucking eat grass outside and shit.
Around 600 BC, when the first person to get it was the king of the Neo-Babylonian Empire. Only some depict the text in this way because it doesn't directly say, it just says he was driven away from humans and he ate grass with the ox. Let me know what you think in the comments. Number 4, Stone Man's Disease. Imagine every time
I know about this.
got a bruise, instead of the tissue under your skin healing by reabsorbing the blood, it just turned into bone. Well, that's exactly what 2,500 people deal with every day. Stone Man's Disease, also known as FOP syndrome, is an extremely rare genetic disorder that turns tendons and muscles into bone throughout someone's life. Since this gradually takes over the body and eventually stops all movement, the person has to make the
as you age, it's only gonna get worse.
Difficult decision of what position they want to spend the rest of their lives in. Some of the worst parts about this disorder are the treatment options and the mental.
Damn, they gotta choose what position they're gonna live in because eventually they're just gonna be full bone and they're not gonna be able to fucking move. I feel like I just want to be seated. Like, probably like a kind of like a, not just like upright 90 degrees. You know when you're chilling in class and you kind of like push your butt to the edge of the seat and kind of sit like back, like reclined? Like that. I feel like that'd be the most comfortable position that you could be in. Still not ideal, but
battles people have to go through. One treatment option is to surgically remove the extra bone, which sounds good in theory, but to remove the extra bone, it will only make the person's bone growth speed up during the healing process because irritated muscles and bruises turn into bone quicker as they heal. And the scariest part of all is the isolation. Over time, they quickly lose their independence and ability to speak. So even though their physical body is cursed, their mind doesn't change. People with this disorder usually end up in deep depression because the life they once had crumbles away and the majority of their thoughts are focused on the fact that they can't do anything to save themselves. Number 3, alien hand syndrome. Have you ever wondered
that is so fucking insane. You literally just start turning to like stone and your mind's there. Like people are going to be able to take care of you and shit, but at one point you're not going to be able to communicate at all. And you're just in your own thoughts.
What it would be like to only have.
But that's not the only disorder like that. Like, there's a lot of things that are like that.
One hand? Well, how about 2 hands, but you can't physically control what one hand does? Because that's exactly what alien hand syndrome does to people. It's when a person loses complete control of their hand, and it acts as if it has a mind of its own. This syndrome is developed sometimes from brain tumors and strokes, but many people underestimate just how serious this condition is. These people struggle in public because their hand will point at random people.
Imagine owning a gun with this disorder. There's probably a law against that. If you have this disorder, you probably can't own a gun. Because that'd be fucking imagine you have like a license to carry and you just have this disorder. You just fucking pull that shit out and kill somebody. Like, straight up.
And sometimes flip other
I feel like I'd cut my hand off.
People off. Other times, when everything seems to be going well, maybe they're just talking with an old friend who happens to be holding a drink, and all of a sudden their out-of-control hand grabs their friend's drink and then spills it on them. Then they have to explain they have a rare disorder called alien hand syndrome, which just sounds made up. But one of the—
Oh my god! And they're gonna be like, you're fucking lying. Oh, you have alien hand syndrome?
Worst parts of
you just spilled a fucking Pepsi all over me.
Having this disorder is sleeping. Even when they're asleep, their hand continues to do whatever it wants. Oftentimes, they'll wake up after hitting themselves or wake up feeling violated after their own hand touches them. And no, that's not even a joke. People go so long battling their hand that they feel violated after it touches you know where. Number 2, dissociative identity disorder. DID is when somebody has multiple personalities.
Oh, we watched this, but this is one of the craziest things. Dude, it's fucking fascinating. We watched the whole video with Anthony Padilla.
Which makes them act like a completely different person, and in some cases, animals, or even a stationary object. These other personalities—
I didn't know it could make somebody act like an animal or a stationary object. I thought it was just different human personas.
Are called alters and could take over the body at any point in time. Even though the majority of people with this disorder live day-to-day life.
I dated a girl with DID. How did that work? Like, were you dating every persona that she had, or were you only dating one? Like, how do you have a relationship with... Somebody said, can we watch something else? This video's 2 minutes longer, so no. You could leave the stream if you want, right? A lot of people already left to go watch Queso and Jinxie. I understand it, right? Big monumental Twitch thing, but... I dated a guy with a girl with 5 personalities. But how do you date somebody with that? Like each person you're having a different relationship with.
Lives, people who have serious cases are held in psychiatric hospitals because there's a high chance that one of their personalities is a serial killer or just someone who commits crime. The way people get DID isn't through genetics or brain injury, it's actually a coping mechanism children use after they go through repetitive trauma in their childhood, creating different
You know how bad a trauma you'd have to have like 10 different personas? Because like DID can range. Like you could go through a decent bit of trauma and have like 1 or 2. I'm assuming, but like if you have like fucking 30 different personalities, like you've probably gone through so much shit.
Alters is their way of protecting themselves so they don't have traumatic memories. Whenever an alter takes over, they can decide whether the main person can see what's going on. For example, Encina Severa says when her 3-year-old alter named Minnie takes over, it's like she's watching what's happening through her eyes while sitting in a movie theater. However, when her other alters take over, it's like she starts sleeping and can't remember anything she did while controlling her body. Another interesting thing she talked about is the only way she can communicate with the other alters is through a journal where they write back and forth to each other, talking about their lives. Number 1, fatal familial insomnia. You may have heard some...
Bro! You have a journal communicating to other people that are in your body. Like...
say they can't...
Oh, that is so fucking... It's hard, it's impossible to understand.
Sleep, but this insomnia is very different. 1 out of 3 adults have normal sleeping issues, but there are only 50 families in the world who carry this genetic disorder for fatal insomnia. This disorder works in 4 different stages. The first stage lasts 3 to 6 months, and most commonly affects people in their 40s. The people who suffer from this start by having trouble sleeping, and when they do finally fall asleep, they say they have unusual dreams that cause anxiety and in some cases even depression. From their lack of sleep, even when they're awake, they have to deal with panic attacks and paranoia. Stage 2 lasts for 5 to 9 months, and it's basically the same thing, but just twice as bad. In this stage, you begin to have trouble moving around and will experience some hallucinations while being awake. Stage 3 is the shortest of them all for a reason. Lasting around 3 months, this is when the person reaches complete insomnia, meaning it's basically impossible for them to sleep, and they begin to have intense hallucinations. Since they're constantly awake, even though...
They can't give you drugs for that? Like, if you have severe insomnia, I feel like they could give you something that would just knock you out. Like, just, like, fucking, like, just literally, you're just gonna be asleep for 12 hours, wake up, not even know what happened.
So this is the...
Smoking weed? No, you still have dreams. I mean, you don't really have them as much. But, like, if you have severe insomnia and you smoke weed, that's not gonna fix it.
Shortest stage, 3 months feels like 6. But the 4th and final stage of the disease lasts up to 6 months or more. At this point, whatever brains they had left rots, and they lose all sense of reality. This stage starts after the person begins facing extreme dementia, meaning they have total memory loss of what everything is. Soon after that, they lose all of their ability to move or speak, which is then followed by a coma and eventually eternal sleep. Now like and subscribe.
Wow.
And
That's the most fucking... fearing that's the most terrifying thing out of all the things that we've fucking seen today. Holy shit. Or out of all the ones that we've seen there, I feel like that's the worst one, because you're gonna fucking die, number 1, and you're just gonna you're gonna be living in a fucking dream world, but not a good one. Batman for the sub, Dangerous for the sub. All right, hold up. Next video. We're going to move How the Nerdy Teen Became an FBI Most Wanted Trafficker to Sunday. We're still going to watch Poppy Playtime, and we're going to throw something else into the loop here, chat. What do we want to throw out? What do we want to throw out into the loop here, chat? Oh, what do we want to throw in here? Do we want to watch another Big Tug video? pick a vid from Discord? Buddy, these are all videos that I have chosen as worthy to watch on stream. That we have yet to see. 214. You can know the Big Tug video. Why Pakistan's bodybuilders are dying. Devious ways to make money. Let's watch a Tommy NFG video. Devious ways to make money.
What a beautiful day. The sun is rising and gleaming cancer rays on everyone. That one morning bird is making that one morning bird sound. You know the one I'm talking about.
Queso and Jinxie stream. I'm not doing a fucking watch party of the Queso and Jinxie stream. I know a lot of people left to go watch that. That's fine, right? I'm not going to bitch, but it's like, dude, why are they playing Wii Sports?
Talking about Gangnam Style just came out to the public. Oh, did I not mention we're in 2012? We're in 2012. And now let's fast forward 12 years later. The average price of a home is $387,000. A new car costs around
Is that true?
$8,000.
That's even more insane. Average price of a home being 340 grand is less insane than the average car being $48,000.
And a McDonald's hash brown is officially $3, man. That's already the smallest item from the entire menu. So in these hard economic times, people have to find any way to get the bread they can to live. Don't worry, like a Prince Charming, I'm here to provide what you guys need. So today we're going to be running through some of the most unethical and devious ways to get your bread up. And let me
sell drugs. All right, we'll see y'all in the next video. I just end stream.
Just, disclaimer. This is all played for jokes and a sarcastic video. I'm not telling anyone to actually do this. Educational purposes only. Tommy NFG is not responsible for anyone who bribes, frauds, extorts the
Tetris for the 1. You got to post on TikTok right now. Chatter, I don't need a post on TikTok right now. That man for the 5. Little rip for my dog. He died of liver cancer. F in the fucking chat. Or not F in the chat. Rip in the chat. F in the chat seems more genuine. Or less genuine. Rip in the chat for that man JoJo's dog. I'm sorry that your dog died of liver cancer. He was my joy every day. What was his name? Couch for the sub. That man for the sub. Genuinely, I'm sorry about that, though. Hold up. Yeah, no, I don't need a post. Oh, wait, no, I do need a post. You were right. Awkward. All right, chat, 1 or 2. Two, word. Posting. Lock in.
Disturbs the peace. Alright, and we're good. My lawyers told me we're set to do this video. The first method we got is the fake startup. Now, the first thing you gotta do is think of some type of really cool concept. Maybe something like that one SpongeBob episode where they go to Atlantis, and there's that machine that teleports food via Bluetooth to your stomach so you don't have to waste time eating.
He's gonna say do a startup, get a lot of investors, and then just take the money and leave.
I don't know why, but I thought that was so cool as a kid. Next, you're gonna want to go to Kickstarter. For y'all that don't know, Kickstarter is a
not
website where
Kickstarter, dude. Do people still use Kickstarter? I remember when I was like fucking 14, I used to watch iDubbbz Kickstarter crap videos, man. Like that, I forgot about that shit.
Everybody can go to post their creations and get funding to mass produce it. And this website always has a disaster waiting to happen. Some of my personal...
Disaster because nobody ever makes the product they say they're gonna fucking make. They always have a great idea, and then it ends up being a shitty product, or they just don't fucking make the product and take your money.
Favorite Kickstarters from it are the Hitch, which is a hook attached to the back of your ass to make carrying luggage easier. It really just looks like a butt plug. The Flask hidden in a fake baby project. I think it would be weird digging inside a baby as a grown-ass man in public. Yeah, you get the point. You can post anything on this bitch. Next, you want to post the fake concept that you cooked up on the website. Give it a little fake sob story talking about... I've been working my whole life to get these hot cocoa flavored condoms on shelves, but I've been rejected and rejected.
I've been struggling since I was a child. And they give a whole life backstory, and then they're just selling like a wooden figurine.
By all companies.
It's fairly priced. It's only $150. It's a wooden pencil. And I know what you're thinking. They already sell wooden pencils. But this is spruce wood. It's different. And it writes better.
But it's time the people make a change. You also gotta get some fake prototypes as well, something people will believe. If you have to, pay somebody to make the prototype look real. And as people buy your fake sob story and donate to the startup for something they see as useful for the future, you take the money and dip, never to speak about it. Unironically though, this has happened a lot on the website. People have gotten their entire bank account swept. Next thing we got is the slip and milk method. Now this one's gonna require a partner, but if you got no friends, then that's pretty sad, but maybe pay a stranger and y'all could do it like on some GTA hype. First thing you want to do is walk into the grocery store. Both of you guys cannot walk in at the same time though, because that would give it away immediately.
You know a scam that people do so commonly that actually works? And I would say don't do this because you're a douchebag if you do, but people do it. Go to a restaurant, bring a fake bug, or a real bug, or something that would be disgusting to have in your food. Eat your food, and 3/4 of the way through eating your food, put the bug in the food, and then call the waiter over and say, there's a bug in my food, and then now you just ate for free.
That you orchestrated it. I'd say you guys arrive in
If you do it, though, you're an asshole, but
separate cars.
There are people that do that.
Around 25 minutes before each other. Next, the first person needs to walk to the milk aisle. As you're going through which type of cow titty milk you would prefer, you want to spill a jug by accident. And make it really look like an accident. Don't be obvious, okay? You need to slip and look like a Looney Tunes cartoon character. After that, you want to walk to the front to tell an employee what happened. Next, person number 2 is up. They need to walk in the store and head towards that aisle. And as they head
I don't think this would ever work because they're going to find out the connection between the two people.
They need to be a dumbass and not looking at all, just paying attention to their phone. This next part is...
Then you get banned because they know you faked it, but they have to comp it. Well, they don't know if you faked it or not unless they actually thoroughly check.
This is gonna hurt, okay? Person number 2 needs to slip on the milk that person number 1 spilled with the hardest velocity they can. The more expensive part of your body you break, the more you finna be paid, so that's up to you. And as you hit the ground, you need to ingest some of the spilled milk by accident. Oh, did I mention you need to be lactose intolerant for this? You need to be lactose intolerant.
Why do you have to be lactose intolerant?
This all happens. Person number 1 should be walking back with the employee to tell them where the spill happened, and boom, you've won. If they didn't already put up the wet floor sign, you're basically secure. You're getting a stack easily from the company for liabilities. If they try to pull the, well, let's check the camera footage, you've already set it up where you don't know the person, and you can split bread with your partner just like that. The next thing we got is the OF catfish. To be honest, OnlyFans is already unethical. Like, I could really just say strip down in your birthday suit and the method's done. But nah, according to statistics, 99% of the world's population is fugly as hell. If you're sub to me, that's not you though. All my subscribers are the outliers. First step in the process is you're gonna want to find some nice AI photo generator to get your model.
What are the statistics on how many ugly people are in the world? I mean, that's based on personal stances, though. How many people are below average looking? It would have to be that women say 80 men. Women say 80% of men are below average. A study done by the dating app OkCupid found that women find 80% of men unattractive or below average. I feel like that can't... I mean, dude, also maybe that's because it's the dating app and it's probably basing it off of the men on the dating app. And so they're going to be like, okay, yeah, they're not as attractive. Women I know who are in happy relationships, however, they have perfectly average guys. What I will say, though, and I've said this before, when people ask you what average is, you never say 5. Like, if you're rating someone and you're like, their average, the number that's going to coincide with their average is like a 7. Like, if you say somebody's a 5, you're saying they're fucking ugly. Like, average is a 7, right? If you're like, oh, they're average, 7. You're not going to say, oh, they're average, 5, right? Like, most people you would rate between 6 and 10. Like, if you're rating, if I'm like, that person's a little unattractive, a little bit below average, 4. Like, I'm basically saying they look like Schmeagol.
Damn near got a
7 for the 25 to NAACP. Dub in the chat for that. Thank you for the fucking dono. It's Cyclone Stretch for the sub. That man for the 3. His name was Hershey. He was a fat little bundle of joy, short-haired pointer. I'm sorry for your loss, man. Foxman for the sub, Omiz for the sub, Honey for the 25 to NAACP. Missed the last couple charity streams. Try to donate when I can. Thanks for doing these. Dub.
look like the real thing, so do your research into finding that. Next, you're gonna want to create your Twitter account. The land of the free world.
Yeah, create a Twitter account, and then every tweet you see, regardless of what it's about, just post in the replies, just genitals. Like every other fucking Twitter post, man. I'm like, oh, that's a nice, interesting Twitter post about a historical fact. Click. Let me look at the replies. Somebody's vagina.
For OnlyFans hoes wrong. Next, you want to go on Twitter and pay one of the meme pages to promote your stuff. Meme pages on Twitter are like top 5 sellouts of all time. You could probably pay them in a DoorDash meal and they do it. But here's the catch.
Do you think you could handle this? No, and I don't want to. Block.
With AI, usually
block.
Younger people can tell it's AI pretty easily. You're gonna have a bad with 3 fingers and a mean cross-eye. So the alternative strategy we got—
I got like no followers on Twitter, and every time I tweet, I still have like 3 fucking corn bots that reply to my shit, and I block them. Like, that's how annoying it is. Or like, same thing with TikTok, dude. It's like fucking, dude, literally the video that I just posted. I could go on it right now, and I'm gonna count how many fucking bots just commented on it. It's gonna be half the fucking comments. Cute or very cutest at Amy. This outfit is perfect. I didn't need to get it. Ashley. Like, bro. What is this one? Alright, deleting. Dude, it's like every video I have to do this. Alright. Jesus Christ, where'd the video go? Did I just delete the video by accident? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. Lock back in. Jello for the sub.
is you're gonna have the same profile.
I see Ashley in every comment section. No, I've blocked 80 Ashleys, dude. There's like 50 fucking thousand of those accounts
on Facebook. Next, you gotta join an old nigga group. I don't know, something like hashtag I hate my wife. Then you gotta DM one of them and flirt with them. Make their meat jump up a little. The older, the better, because it means the less they would be able to tell it's AI. A good way of telling if you have someone is if you see an old man with this type of pose and profile picture. Someone who looks like they were 2 when astronauts landed on the moon. Then eventually you ask them.
Yeah, but then you gotta flirt with an 80-year-old man.
To send money if they want to see some naughty pics of you. And with them social security checks and retirement income, you're pretty much guaranteed it. Alright, for this next one, you could consider it a good act, but it is a little up, I guess. What I've cooked up here is called the vape and dash. The first thing you need to do is be a grown adult hanging around the closest store near a high school. Okay, I know that sounds crazy,
but let me explain it a little bit, okay?
You need to be at that store around the time the kids get out of school. Next, you want to spot the group that you know.
Is he gonna say just sell fucking vapes to high schoolers?
Are vape fiends. This is pretty easy to me. It's either the fake thugs, the Edgars, or genuine kids you can tell are tweakers. And as they head towards the store, you want to act like the cool kid and strike up a conversation with them. Relate to them. Talk about the latest TikTok trends, who their favorite streamer is, whatever the kids are talking about. I can't relate.
Skibbity toilet, Ohio Rizzler, Phantom Tax. Am I right, guys? New Jinxie clip. Bad aim. You guys want to buy some crack? Good aim.
Anymore because I just turned 21, so I'm pretty much retirement age and internet time. Then tell them you can buy them the vapes or vape cartridges from the store as long as they give you the money to buy it. And when they give
they give you the money to buy vapes, and instead of just stealing the money, you just buy them Marlboros. Just hand them cigarettes. All right, there's your money's worth.
You the money, simply pocket it, walk into the store, and tell them if they don't act like nothing happened, you're calling the cops. It's foolproof. There's not a single person they could actually tell. Not the cops, not their parents, and at the same time, you're
yeah. What are they gonna do? I gave money to this guy to buy me a vape. I gave money to this guy to buy me a vape, and he didn't buy me the fucking vape. He stole it. That's like exactly like that one video where the guy was like, I was trying to buy some crack. And then the guy ran off, and he called the cops saying that the guy stole his drug money.
He teaching them a little lesson on what not to do. You're basically a hero. You could also switch this for alcohol, but nowadays kids are picking vapes over it, so. This next one is for my big back individuals. I told y'all I got everyone covered. The first thing you need to do is download a food delivery app. You got your Uber Eats, your DoorDashes, your Postmates, whatever's to your liking. Next, you're gonna sign up as a delivery driver. And I can already see some people.
Tommy, are you really telling us to just deliver on DoorDash?
No, let me keep cooking up, okay? After signing up as a delivery driver, you want to create a new account. And on the second account, you're playing the role as the loyal customer. The loyal customer who's willing to get taxed about $50 of delivery fees for no reason. And as you're on—
Yo! You become a DoorDash driver. Yo, is this what he's about to say? You become a DoorDash driver. You order off DoorDash. You go get the food. You deliver the food. You don't deliver the food. You refund the DoorDash, and now you just have free food. That's definitely like fraud. That's probably the equivalent of fraud.
On the second account, make an order near the general area you're in. Next, after you make the order, you want to go to the delivery account and pick the order up you made from the second account. That way, you're going to be paying yourself and getting the food for free. It's like a dream job. You're eating whatever you want and getting paid for it.
Nah, yo, he's doing it way different because you're going to still lose a fee. Nah, because he's saying you order it and just deliver it for yourself, and then you're going to make a percentage off that. No. And then you're not even making money. You're still paying. You're not going to make money for that. Because you're just paying, unless he's saying you're going to refund it after.
You also don't got to pay for inflated ass groceries. You leave Walmart nowadays with a pack of noodles and water and it's $100. And for this last one I've come up with is probably—
You would make some back? No, but it'd still be, if you ordered Wendy's and you went and picked it up for yourself, you're still not profiting money or making it any cheaper. It's still more expensive than if you just went to Wendy's and bought it. The way that you make it cheap is you go, you pick it up, and then you just say it wasn't delivered.
The most f***ed up one out of all of them, but hey. Did I name the video, "Oh, how to make money in a family-friendly, gentle—"
God, this kid been following for 18 minutes, bro. 18 minutes. This the most boring video ever. First stream, let's go, Joe. Hit the Benjamin. F2. Hit the Benjamin. Would you ever go to kick? Hit the Benjamin. Does Joe read chat? Joe, I love you. How many bits to sniff your chair? Do it fart or clap. Still in collage. Most boring video ever, bruh. Shut the fuck up, dude. Jesus, man. You're allowed to say switch videos, but you're just complaining and you're just yapping, man. Been following for 18 minutes, bro. You just asked me to hit the Benjamin 6 times out of all your fucking chats. Fucking type something else.
Beneficial.
Jello for the sub. 413 for the 3. What do you ask for at the barber? I'm gonna get it. I say, give me that fuck me up. They say, what do you want to do? I say, fuck my shit up. And then they do it. No. I just say they trim the sides and then fucking trim the top. And then I just fucking go. And then it's done. I have a very basic haircut. You know? Bro said Joe Bart mad. God. Tyler. Shut up.
Way to humanity. So let's roll with it. The first—
I'm not going to ban you because you're a new chatter.
First step you want to do is go to a country that has a lot of bald people. Here on the screen are the top 7 countries with the most bald people. Next, you want to make up a random serum with some bullshit ass nices and spices in it. Throw a little bit of coconut oil, essential oils, beaver anal glands, get whatever to make it smell good. Next, you want to find someone with amazing luscious hair and pay them to cut it all off all the way bald. You're gonna have to wait several months for the person's hair to grow back to its glorious state, so give it some time. After their hair grows back, you want to go out to a place where hella bald hang out. Maybe a Home Depot, maybe a Denny's, maybe a bar, and set up a poster of a before and after for the guy's hair you shaved off. Next, you want to go up to these bald dudes and tell them you know the one and only way to fix their baldness, and it's your serum. And as living—
But you only have one fucking photo reference.
Proof, you'll have the person with the luscious hair vouch for you. Most likely in desperation, they'll pay you for the serum, and if it doesn't work—
I highly doubt that works. Alright, next video. Puppy Playtime, night shift. Lock-in chat. It's supposed to be a scary video. Also, actually, I was going to try and hold it. I can't hold it. I'm starting to fucking process that fucking liquid death, I have to take a fat piss. Count me down. 30 seconds. We're back. All right. Lock in, chat. Poppy Playtime Night Shift live action. Oh, we got to turn our light off for this. FMV when? I don't know. Are you the same person that asked me this? Oh, you're a fucking new chatter. Jinxie's live with Queso. I know! I know! The toy factory was open in those days, but the rules were constantly changing. New employees came in and went all the time. You never knew what you were walking into. Wow, this is like weirdly like the game. A Poppy Playtime movie. A Poppy Playtime movie would be fucking fire. You know how they made a new FNAF movie? What would be like a really good game they could make into a movie? Like a horror game. Definitely Poppy Playtime. Poppy Playtime, what else? I feel like any Chilla's art game, but like most of those are I don't know how entertaining the movie would actually be. Bendy and the Ink Machine, but would they be able to make Little Nightmares? I don't think they could actually make that into a movie, though. It has to be something you could use like real humans. The Back Rooms, that would be sick. I would not be able to work here. That would freak me out too much. Like, even if it wasn't haunted and this thing was going to come to life and fucking kill him, which is probably going to happen, I don't think I could be a janitor at, like, an abandoned fucking, like, Chuck E. Cheese, even. Like, that would freak me out. Jeremy for the 20 to NAACP. Donated earlier. Want to donate again. Love the streams. W charity. Hope you have a good week, man. Thank you for the fucking 3. Or not the 3. The 20 to NAACP. Bennett for the 3. What's the night shift video? What do you mean night shift video? You're zombie for the sub. Oh, it's about to move. Stop. What's that weak-ass flashlight he has? Stop. Is it looking at him? If a giant character is seen in any exhibit, notify Superior immediately. Yo! Oh my, I'd immediately run. I would immediately run. Stop. And he's not freaking out about how this fucking 8-foot thing just literally disappeared with no noise. Okay, now he's running. Good fucking shit. Good fucking shit. Yo, walk a little bit quicker there, bro. Already call somebody up on the phone. I'm dipping. Quitting that job. Oh, no. It's already waiting for him. Oh, it's going to be at the exit. Oh! Alright, it wasn't that scary. Yep, close that bitch right back up. Don't even know what the fuck that is. God, what do you do in this scenario? Is it stupid? Like it thinks it's acting like it? Like it's just on the wall? Couldn't it just open the door and fucking grab him? Not going in there. Definitely not going in there. Bro, no, I feel like I'll just accept the fact that I'm gonna die. Is it gonna be against the glass? No. I'm not... Yo, I actually just don't even want to look. It's gonna fucking reach at him. You're telling me he's just gonna slide down this fucking slide, no problem? Stop. It's gonna reach. It's gonna reach. It's gonna be a jump scare. It's gonna be behind him or some shit. Oh, stop. Stop. He's dead as fuck. And he's... Oh my god. Yo, he's so loud. It's just gonna be there, bro. There's no way it's not. Or it's behind him. This anticipation is just... Oh my god, stop. I knew it was gonna happen too. I knew it was gonna happen. I never not get scared at a jump scare. Wow, the last fucking minute is end credits. Yeah, that was a good short film though. Wow. All right, chat. We're gonna call that there. W fucking stream. W charity stream. Our total that we raised $1,111.47 for NAACP. Great charity. Helps brack rights. Devin for the 10. Donating again, I didn't leave a comment, but I want to say your streams and YouTube videos all the time, or I watch your streams and YouTube videos all the time. Finally switch to Twitch. You're a great person. Keep up the great work. Thank you. I'm going to upload on YouTube literally right now, so you guys can fucking watch for the people that don't have anything to do tonight. But because I know it's a little bit shorter of a stream, like 20 minutes short. But posted right now, just posted on YouTube. But yeah, chat. I'll be live tomorrow, 1 p.m. EST. We're going to be doing, what's it called? VR games. We're going to be doing VR FNAF, shaving stuff, cooking, VR sim, maybe Among Us, some random shit. Sunday's going to be Reacts at 2. Monday I'm going to be doing Minecraft and Killer Frequency. Tuesday I'm off. Wednesday I'm doing horror games and Helldivers 2 with Sneak Snag. Thursday's going to be Pacific Drive, maybe some more Infinite Craft. Friday's going to be Reacts, and next Saturday is going to be a Minecraft tourney. TB Chrissy for the sub. Chat. Thank you to everybody that popped out, donated, subbed, etc. I appreciate everybody that popped out and just, you know, fucking came to the stream. We had a great chat, great audience, say a lot of people to stream. We also raised a lot of money for a good cause, and I appreciate everybody that fucking helped. Exclamation point Discord, join the Discord, send videos to Reactor, games to play, videos, discussion tab, game slash tab. It's how I find most of the videos that I watch and the games that I play. If you have any videos you want me to watch, games you want me to play, I would very much appreciate y'all's suggestions. Because I do find most of the videos that I watch and the games that I play from y'all's suggestions. But yeah. I will see y'all tomorrow, 1:30, or not 1:30, 1 p.m. EST. And outside of that, W stream, who do y'all want to raid today? Who do we want to raid? Queso or Jinxie? Dude, he already has 192,000 viewers. Do I want to raid? Do I want to raid them? I'm not adding anything to the view count, dude. I feel like I want to raid somebody where it's going to make more of an impact, you know? Let's raid fucking Sneak Snag. He's literally playing Minecraft. We're playing with him on Wednesday. All right. I'll catch y'all then, though. Appreciate everybody that popped in. Hope you guys had fun. And I'll see y'all tomorrow, 1 p.m. EST for some VR.